Look, you see I never been one for the games, so you better think twice before you even try to step in my lane. My pen game so lethal with a rupture your veins, then penetrating your thoughts and exploding your brain, and have you shook like Fox got ball every game. And yeah, we on the same court, but we ain't ballin' the same. Oh yeah, I'm that nice, even without the ends. Boy, I'm cold as ice. These rappers need writers for hits. A bunch of poltergeists, I'm nasty. Even if you both, you couldn't pass me. Now give me the torch, but don't gas me. I'm everlasting, so I can't never let them quiet me. I'm the one that's known to beat the odds and put a strain on society.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the S.O.S podcast, Australian Society, the most honest hour and change of your day. Once a week, we coming to you again live at this particular time. On this particular day, though. Hey, my name is Jacques. I'm one of your hosts. This gentleman down below, he goes by the name of 330 episodes in a row for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Coming through. And this gentleman to my right, he goes by the name of.
I am Dion Asshole Professional.
And you know it's real when you say professional and professional, and we are the S.O.S podcast. Okay. Something. Podcast. Woo! Hey, minute 35. That was good. That was efficient.
Yeah.
Hey,
good time, man.
Hey, you know. Hey, man, what's up with you, man? You came in right there up under the wire. We didn't know where you was at.
Man. Oh, shit. So, I'm going through a period of self-exploration. No diddy.
Oh.
And for the last 3 days, I ain't took the motherfucking 37,000 goddamn pills they suggested that I take. But when I tell you I feel 110% better, I mean 1,010% better. And the only thing really is the fucking paranoia that I might have another episode. Because every time I had an episode, I was on them motherfucking pills, except the very first time. Now I'm off them motherfuckers. So let's say the high, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'd rather deal with the risk of going back down than being in constant fucked up in this that them pills be having my stupid ass. Like I be in this motherfucker. For the last 3 days, I've been cognizant other than the fact that when I go down hard. But I have found a few interesting things about how which part of my failing heart is connected to what. Cause now I be having weird ass shit go dead. Like, nigga, the fucking top, like where your toes bend at. That shit be going fucking numb. It's the fucking, and it's like the first thing to go numb. Like when I go to sleep or ball up like this and I restrict my blood flow, it's the first thing to go numb. I'm like, what the fuck type of weirdo shit is this?
Just that part of the show.
Nigga, not just that part,
not the whole show,
like,
just that section.
No, it's the whole foot. Like it'll fucking eventually get to like your whole foot go to sleep. But it start off strange because it's like the top of this patch of skin. It just cut off. Like it cut off from the brain. You could feel that there's no connection there. It just feels odd. It feel odd for your whole foot not to be asleep, just the top skin of where your toes been. Feel like you've been taking a 45-minute shit. But yeah,
you could have just been watching that show for a while on the couch.
I could,
right?
But I don't. I'm around the world ass niggas.
I get you. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. It look like you making a hostage video right now.
Mm.
Like you want not a hostage video, like a survival video. Like you wasn't the motherfucking you was at a base camp or some shit. Now you snowed in.
Nigga, all I need is Jaleesa or Lisa or one of the various mushroom haircut bitches from the 90s, early 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Nigga, I'm talking about when I tell you this bed plush as a motherfucker, I mean plush as a motherfucker. This motherfucker, I feel like I'm in a fucking ski resort, goddammit. This motherfucker here is nice. $400 a night, nigga.
Hey. Long as you stay buttoned up under that cover, we are okay.
Oh man, are we doing week shit? I forgot how this show even go. We haven't done it so structured in a long
I
time.
mean, we kind of
Cause
just
this
be
ain't
talk.
even my motherfucking week.
We just kind of be
God's trying
talking
to
shit
take me out this bitch.
until I say,
My
"So,
motherfucker,
gentlemen, how were your weeks?" So, gentlemen,
motherfucker.
how were your weeks?
Man, my motherfucking brakes went out while I was driving up a main street, a busy street in Chicago. And I'm talking about my shit like went out. Like a bitch cut them motherfuckers. And it shows the lackadaisical nature of the CPD because I almost smacked into the back of their ass and they never pulled over, never stopped, never tried to come help me. Like I literally, my shit went poof and then went to the floor as I'm rolling up on motherfucking the back of the squad car and a whole fucking row of stationary cars at the light. So I hop in the oncoming traffic. And so then once I get in oncoming traffic, I get to weaving left and right, weaving like swimming, because I was going like 35, 40. I get to swim in the motherfucking car trying to slow it down. So as I'm swimming the car to slow it down, motherfucking light turned green. And
Like,
I'm at
oh
one of them
shit!
unfortunate, what?
Like, oh shit!
Oh yeah. Then I'm at one of them unfortunate intersections that kind of got uh two main streets. Like the people watching this shit. Well, why am I talking like we're worldwide broadcast? Man, I was at Oakwood and then 39th come up right next. So that's two real main streets. Like I'm going straight down this motherfucker. At, I pop at like 40th. Oakwood is where everybody was at the light. So light turned green. Motherfuckers start coming right at me. So now I'm hopping back between the cop, waiting on the cop to fucking pull off. They pulling off slow as fuck, but the oncoming traffic pulling off faster. So I'm dodging back and forth, weaving out of cars. We get past that light, and I'm still doing this shit because like the light really ain't. Man, these motherfuckers pull off slow as fuck. So next time I'm fucking way at the back and I'm honking at a motherfucker, I'm honking with more conviction because you motherfuckers be bullshitting when that light turn green, Jack. So now I'm weaving. For some reason, a motherfucker that has watched me weave, he had to watch me weave for fucking 2 blocks, decides now that from the correct lane, mind you, because I'm in oncoming traffic, he wants to make a fucking left. So either nobody on this
You breaking up?
looking in their rear view or side view mirror. So either nobody on this very busy main Chicago street was either looking at their rear view or side and didn't watch that whole thing for 2 blocks for a quarter fucking mile. Really have.
Is that me or him?
I
Am I
think
back?
yeah, this time. Yep, you back.
Yep.
Yeah, you back.
Am I back? Right. So either like I said, either nobody was paying attention in the rear view or side mirrors for a quarter fucking mile, or Chicago has finally reached New York levels of disinterested. Like at the point where Chicago probably would not pay attention to the Ghostbusters on the train. Like,
We may
cause I did that
be
shit for
there.
2
We
blocks.
may
We
be
went out
there.
of oncoming traffic, back behind motherfuckers, and this motherfucker real life turned in front.
Hey man, we may be there, but it might not be just a Chicago thing though. It could be I think it could be a nationwide thing at this point, man. Motherfuckers move on very, very quick from shit. Big ass news stories happen and disappear in a day or two. So I could imagine a motherfucker seeing a car behind them swerving in the oncoming traffic and being like, "Oh, that motherfucker finna hit me though," and then turning up the radio and waiting on the motherfucking light to turn green. I can
Nigga.
see that. I can see that
But to be
absolutely happening here.
But nigga, to be so motherfucking disengaged that you try to like, it's almost like he was trying to beat me to the left, even though I'm in oncoming traffic. So he's fucking crossing in front of me. I'm trying to go straight. I'm not trying to make the left. This motherfucker crossed in front of me, so I had to make the left. And like I said, it's a median right there, so I kind of bust 2 lefts, making an immediate U-turn. And like at that point, I was kind of on. I guess you would call it like access street to this main street. And I just fucking snaked from side to side to the car slowed down. Yeah. And in me fashion, straight up to the motherfucker where the yellow line is.
Hey, you was in perfect when we started. I don't know what the fuck happened with the signal. It went down though. But you keep breaking up now.
Yeah.
All right. And perfectly fashion slid right up to the left yellow line.
Almost want to say lay back down, and you got to hold your hand in the air like you was doing a second ago. But
nigga, just let the other profile in. Goddamn it, I'm finna get off this one.
That seemed weird to say to another grown man. No, it was it was better when you had your hand in the air. We was laying down. Yeah, that way. But I don't want to say that to another dude. That'd be weird, right?
All right, so we let the other one in there. Now we waiting on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was watching.
No.
I was watching Batman Origins. Goddamn it, fuck y'all.
Wait, did he change the whole conversation? That he changed his whole his
profile,
his device change, conversation change. This motherfucker really is Batman.
Right, this nigga is Two-Face right now.
Hell no.
Yeah, man. So Chicago has reached New York levels of disengaged, and in perfect me fashion, I pulled up. This car finally stopped as if I had intended the whole maneuver in a perfect park right up to the yellow line of the motherfucking fire hydrant, directly across the street from Chicago Chicken and Waffles.
So it just looked like you was on some fat shit.
So it just looked like I was on some super fast shit, right? Like the hot light and fucking Krispy Kreme had cut off.
Hey, when your life line up like a cartoon.
Hey, and here's where I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I don't be getting my flowers. In perfect me fashion, I sat right there debating, like, all right, how am I gonna pull this off? Now, where I had to go was straight down the street for $400, 30 blocks, directly just straight down the road on the same main thoroughfare. Most motherfuckers would have turned around because they was 20 blocks from the house. Most motherfuckers would have turned around. I'm on the bus for the first time, and God knows how long. Well over 20 years. And went to motherfucker and bust this move, goddamn.
Wait. You continued the journey?
I continued the motherfucking journey.
On some solo stand by me shit?
Nigga, I'm Frodo from Lord of the Goddamn Rings round this motherfucking Sam, nigga.
Sam Watkins found this motherfucker. I grabbed the rig and I kept it moving, baby.
Hey yo, look. So you on the bus?
Hey, when I tell you that has been the most harrowing thing of the last 15 years of my life, being on the goddamn bus, like that shit, it was nerve-wracking because I was out of my element and I was associating it to my tyranny on said exact bus ride. My former tyranny, let me say.
Allegedly.
On the same bus route. So I was like, yeah, it was kind of maybe anxious for a little while, but I've done it like 2 times now. Tomorrow will be the third time. And I'm becoming a bus motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a bus motherfucker. Like, the thing is, I'm so anti-bus because that every block stop and shit. Woo! When I tell you on my way in, almost blew me. Like, and then it's still journey still from door to door is 7 minutes driving, 14 minutes on the bus. And bing.
Hey man, for me it ain't the time. For me, it's the awkwardness of the inevitable situation where an old lady is gonna stand right on top of me as soon as I'm gonna just been and got this seat for like 2 stops, and then you gonna have yourself on the bus and then stand on top of me, and then I got to give you my seat. So now my feet tired, my legs tired, my back is tight, but yet and still I still can't sit down.
No,
On
nigga.
the train, you can find you your seat. You gonna be cool. The bus, you gonna stand up the whole fucking ride.
No, nigga. When I tell you, like, I was prepared for everything except black woman. I fucking move angst. I mean, that shit was so out of left field. Like, I really haven't seen an angsty black woman in a long time. Black women have really been holding it down. Like, they either get thoughts or not. Like, that angsty shit has kind of subsided in my purview over the last year or so. But when I got on this bus and this bitch is in the outside seat, turned around to talk to the bitch behind her. It's a well-grown woman. We're talking 35 at the youngest. She's turned around. And when I tell you finger waves from 1993 of a black American princess, gold tooth, bangle earrings, and all. I said, in my best Keith Sweat, excuse me. And I'm talking about the look of disgust. This bitch turned around. Like, just like you know.
Hey, look, for completely scientific purposes. One more time, your best Keith Sweat.
Excuse me.
Hey, look, I could understand that not working, G. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, it wasn't smooth.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say, woo. I mean, like a 3.7, 3.8.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Damn. But so I wasn't prepared for the black woman angst, right? I'm talking about in perfect shenanigan fashion, bro. This is how you know when you finna get the ire. When a bitch look at her shoulder first and then up your body. And then when I tell you, bitch gave me the slightest move out the center of the fucking aisle. So this is 7:30 in the goddamn morning. No, it's 9:30 by this time. It's 9:30 in the goddamn morning by now. This bitch, man, at breakfast. I'm talking about she looked having a very pleasant conversation. I don't think I interrupted. As you can see, my Keith Sweat is at a very low register. It's humble. It's forgiving. It's forthright. I thought, it's a submissive register. And I'm talking about when I tell you the bitch almost chin sweeped her fucking shoulder and looked at me up, nigga. If the bitch had an inch more chin hair, you'd have heard the zoop from fucking corduroy. Nigga, she looked up her shoulder down at me, nigga, like I was small as a motherfucker. And when I tell you she barely moved that goddamn kneecap. I mean, barely, when I tell you she barely twitched that motherfucker to the left inside any. And you know when you turn around out, not inside, where just your hip is protruding, when you turn around outside, when you turn where your knee is out, but your kind of one leg is in. And so, like I said, man, the bitch foot, like she had.
I just got.
Yo,
look, can I just ask you this question real quick?
Yeah.
How you feel about this, knowing that this was the reaction after she turned to the angel on her shoulder? If it was the other side, the reaction would have been you jab jab. She just slighted. She looked at the angel, and result was the slightest knee movement ever, and the look of disdain and whatever.
Hey, you know how analytical your brain is. I'm fucking sitting here trying to fucking recall which show the bitch had out, and I was there. And I'm one of them motherfuckers that can't. If I'm looking in the mirror, it's over. Like,
your left right is done.
What's going on in that instance is over with. And your motherfucking ass just hearing the situation is breaking down the isolation of where her motherfucking actual body parts is. I mean, fuck that. The motherfucker was angsty for no reason. When I tell you this motherfucker and gave me one of them niggas and the slightest move of the kneecap, but the kneecap wasn't the shit in the way. Bitch, your fucking ankle and oh shit. Hold on. All right. Why the bitch was dressed like a greaser? The bitch looked like motherfucking
You mean
Joe
like
or some shit?
I mean like off of Grease, the movie, like one of the Tuscaderos or some shit.
No, nigga, the bitch looked like the Fonz, nigga. But
the Fonz,
like,
yeah.
The bitch had motherfucking goddamn finger waves, but she had them Levi's that was culottes with the fucking striped socks and Converses, nigga. When I tell you, the bitch had a look, and then she was wetlish, nice, black. Oh Lord, the attitude matched her pigment perfectly. God damn it! When I tell you, I felt the.
That's a light skinned ass comment to make, nigga. Fuck you.
It's really a light skinned ass comment to make. But hey, look, I'm just sitting over here just with my fingers crossed, hoping the greaser look come back because I want to get into my t-shirt phase again.
Hold on, let me finish.
Be perfect.
Let me finish. It's gonna turn around. The type of black that is closer connected to the ancestors. Like that's what she had spirits with her, goddamn it, and wasn't none of it right, goddamn it. Like ancestors, man, come on, dude. I'm just trying to go up the block. This bitch gonna move this raggedy ass ankle out the motherfucking middle of the fucking aisle, bitch. You got these baggy boots on. Get the fuck out of my goddamn way. And yeah, like I said, that was my week. God trying to kill me on the fast track. So I hopped off these pills and dared the motherfucker. I immediately stopped taking the pills right then.
Hey, look, I feel like you was breaking up a little bit, but not so much as to where that hard ass pivot just happened. Like it feel like I supposed to have missed something, but I know I ain't missed nothing. I know I heard everything you said. You pivoted like a motherfucker.
Hey, Sarah. Don't go like motherfucker.
But hey, look, but you said so you on the pill. Okay. So you saying that they doing well for you? They work, but you supposed to take them and be monitored while you taking them.
Man, no, this is what's going on. Like they drill into your head. Well, you need 30 days. It used to be, well, see how your body responds. Now when you tell them, hey man, I'm still fucked up. Well, it takes 40 to 50 days of constant use before your body really acclimates to it. And I'm like, man, I just don't believe that. Even though the first episode happened sans pills, I'm almost willing to take that gamble because every time I fucking went and checked my goddamn blood pressure, even though it was in a normal range, it was like 117 over 71. Like it was always low. I'm like, well, this not correcting the issue of my heart fucking beating 122 minutes at all times. It's gonna explode at some point. So my shit, it was lowering my blood pressure, but yeah, the shit wasn't conducive to mental clarity. It wasn't conducive to physical activity. Like I couldn't get when I get up, like you know how diabetics, that shit is a switch when that fucking blood sugar drop, that motherfuckers be passing out in 3.
They done, yeah, it's like cut the lights off on their ass.
Yes, every single time I stood up off them pills, that's how it felt. Like the lights are going out. Like I had to stand up at a nominal pace to even get up off the couch. Like that's crazy. Now that I'm off them motherfuckers, I thought that was a happenstance of the condition progressing, but everything that was happening on them pills by way of me feeling like the condition was progressing with just a side effect of them pills. The fact that I was fucking having major flop sweats, but based on how my whole life has been full of flop sweats, it was like, oh shit, well these pills, they working and the flop sweats just ain't went nowhere. But that's untrue. Since I lost all this weight, I haven't been flop sweating. That was a
warning sign, a symptom of something else happening. Yeah,
it was a symptom of the heart issues. So once I got on the pills, that shit has subsided. Now that I'm off them motherfuckers, I'm not fucking sweating every 10 seconds no more. I'm fucking cold all the time again. Because there was a point when there was a homeostasis of this weight loss where I was feeling fine. Like all my process was okay. And I was cold and shit like that. The sweating had stopped. Because I was calling around bragging everybody. I was around 250 pounds. Now that I'm like 190, my teeth are starting to fucking chip up. Like the nutrient deficiency is starting to manifest. So now, like my eyes, I was supposed to get my car today. Nigga, I hopped in the motherfucking car with a motherfucker. When I tell you, white out. I couldn't see shit when I walked out the front door. Like,
oh damn.
Man, it looked like that like Poetic Justice, nigga. Like I was riding in the car, looking out into the sun. I'm talking about fuck. I couldn't see a goddamn thing. The whole world looked like that.
All you need is a diary.
It looked like the whole world had a diffuser on. Yeah, I'm a well-rounded ass nigga. Look up diffuser. But yeah. So I'm off these motherfucking pills. And I'm no longer being lightheaded and all that shit. But I'm paranoid that I'm gonna have a sudden heart attack by way of that. But one thing that I was feeling all of the time before this shit was my hands and feet were swollen. That's no longer the case. Like I think the month or so, 2 months on them pills have corrected that swelling issue, which may have been a symptom of something else. Like my lips still be going numb sometimes, like it's doing right now, but I think that's because I'm bumping my gums and shit. But I'm stop that song. And yeah.
Wait, hold on. You think it's because of the what?
What?
You said your lip was going numb, right?
He said because he bumping his gums.
Because I'm bumping my gums a lot right now. Like
bumping your gums. Hey, look, I was trying to figure out what the hell you said you were doing with your gums.
Oh, bumping my gums, no Diddy. You got no Diddy bumping gums?
Wait a minute.
You ain't got to no Diddy bumping gums. I feel like bumping gums is established enough that it's definitely far precedes no Diddy.
Bumping your gums is acceptable. What happened was I just didn't know what the fuck you said you was doing with your gums. So I was like, wait, what the fuck he doing with his gums? What do your gums do? So that's why I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what the fuck going on there?
I could dig it. And
Yeah.
the craziest shit about what we all kind of have some type of black grandmother paranoia about coming off pills. As soon as I came off that shit, I'm catching a cold now. Like, but grandmas always say that's that good sign. That's how you know that shit out your goddamn system. Shit, you coming in call motherfucker, you ain't calling motherfucker code 15 since start doing that shit. Since 15 years, goddamn. Even out there laying on that goddamn corner, ain't had a single sniffle. Yep, it's coming out your system, little stupid motherfucker. But yeah, I'm catching a fucking cold. So I've been fucking taking shots. Oh, I'm so fucked up, like physiologically. I drank a fifth today. And when I tell you I don't feel a single drop of that motherfucker, and it was some raw gut Cavassier. I just been taking it like as a cough.
Suppressant?
No. Which one is Hall's? I've been taking it as an expectorant. You know, you take a shot of whiskey, you motherfucking heat, get you get that shit about your lungs and out your chest. But yeah, I've been taking a shot, and I done drank almost a fifth, a shot at a time all day. And nothing. So that's some sugar imbalance that these motherfuckers sweating down I don't have. And I'm assuming all of this is the fucking at the root of this shit, because it's all I've been eating for 2 years is fucking sugar, and they sweating down. No, you know how many sugar. I'm like, I'm Wolverine, man. I know I look crazy and I sound crazy, but man, Jesus sounded crazy, baby. Check me out. I'm telling you, it's diabetes. They're like, no, dude. They check my glucose every hour.
If you are this Earth's version, our variant of Wolverine, nigga. If your Wolverine power is healing factor against sugars.
The sugars. No, and entry holes, pause, not made by Jesus. Like, motherfuckers don't believe I've been shot as many times. My holes close up. My stab wounds close up. The only thing that really stick on me is burn marks, and them kind of fade off too. Like deep slice, bone slices, them motherfuckers disappear. I got this motherfucker slice on my arm, though, that says otherwise, but that was a jagged glass shard. It wasn't really a clean cut. That was some Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit. And this don't even relate to how big this cut was in its inception as opposed to how big it is now. Like, I'm smaller. It's smaller. Wounds get smaller. This shit look, nigga. It almost touched around the back of my arm, nigga, to
Hey.
Yeah.
First of all, are you upset that you healed? Like,
hell no, I'm upset.
You had that recovery because you can no longer point to the awesomeness of the scar anymore. Like,
hell
like
yeah.
you mad at that? Like, this shit healed too good. It's some bullshit.
Bullshit.
Right here's where it happened.
It's some bullshit because now it lessens the motherfucking story. Nigga, I almost lost an arm that day, and now motherfucker, man, get that motherfucking bee sting the fuck out of here. Like, no, baby, I'm Wolverine. I'm sorry.
So, like, you feel it throws your credibility of your awesome recovery feats.
Man, so I don't know if I told about this last week, but so a motherfucker that owed me some money, this a fucking peer. Yeah, speaking of fucking amazing feats. And it's like every amazing feat I've ever had in my lifetime. The person that was next to me, because I do my dirt very small company, about myself. We fell out for some reason. So one of the most extraordinary stories of my goddamn thuggery career, a nigga I ain't fucked with in years because he owed me some motherfucking money, popped up because I've been posting all these fucking hospital beds. This nigga that we check on him so I can get in heaven and still not pay him that little $1,000. Motherfucker checked on me. I'm like, no, nigga. No, nigga. No, nigga, don't. Hey, you good, G? No, nigga, nigga, no.
Don't check on me. Send a check, homie.
Man, look, I'm like, hey, fam, about them little couple dollars you owe me, goddamn. Hey, this how you know what a nigga is fucked up. Oh, gee, you know, I don't know a motherfucking thing other than you disappeared for 3 days, and I appreciate you checking in my time of need, but no, let's discuss this paper first, nigga. Like,
Hey,
let's discuss this breadery first.
hey, and modern technology has ruined the ability to have that conversation awkwardly through text. Like, I see you dotting right now. So I know you typing, erasing, retyping, trying to figure out a better lie to come at me with to tell me that you ain't got my money.
Typing, pausing. Like you can see all of this. Nigga, at least get it straight in your head and give me one quick type. No, these not. Then you in there like, nah,
I ain't got it. I don't know when I'm gonna get it. As long as I
I
owe
mean,
you
that's
money, you
basically
broke.
what he said.
Let's
I
move on.
appreciate him for it, and then I allowed him to check on me like homie should. Like a real homie should. This is for my home. But no, I let the nigga check on me, pause, no diddy. And yeah, they still be like, man, I don't know about that money. It was a long time ago. And then, deflation has happened. So I had gave him, let's say, a vehicle. And it depreciated over time. Nigga want to get a vehicle back. No, buddy. Nobody. I want the 1993 price of the fucking Fleetwood Cadillac. I don't want that 20-year, we in a whole new decade, because you fucked over a decade between us. Price of the Cadillac, the depreciated off the life value. That was off the showroom floor, nigga. I want every dime, every dollar. Man, take this Cadillac. Hell no, I don't want a Cadillac, nigga. That's why I sold you mine.
Hey, what year is this Cadillac?
1993, nigga.
Yeah, I would probably leave that where it was.
But yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that guy. 93.
Yeah, almost died. Nigga popped up out the woodwork being nosy. Nosiness got the better of that nigga. Like, he know he didn't want to check on me, but he wanted to see if I was dying. Because I had been in the hospital from like February to goddamn July if you let my motherfucker time. But it was just several random occasions. I wasn't in there the whole entire time. A week at a time, 3 times. That whole 2 weeks in July shit was trippy because I had a little heart attack.
You were doing a hospital like petty thieves do jail.
Nigga, like them Venezuelans, nigga, like how you a repeat offender already?
Nigga was doing skid bids in the hospital.
I'm talking about I was doing 20-day turnarounds, nigga. I'm talking about
shock treatment.
nigga, I fell out.
Motherfucker getting shoplifting.
Nigga, I fell out
Getting
on
shoplifting
the 1st.
charges, getting sent to the hospital.
I fell out on the 1st of July. Stayed in that motherfucker till the 5th or the 6th. Get out that bitch on the 6th. Fell out again on the 8th. Stayed in that motherfucker till like the 13th. Nigga, I'm talking about. I fucking got into my chart patient portal today because I forgot which medication I'm supposed to stop taking, which medication. That's another thing. Like, I still be getting the prescriptions filled because, reasons. Because, shit might happen. But I still be getting the prescriptions filled. And I just talked to the fucking pharmacist when I do. The mind was like, you're going blind. Man, listen to your body. Get off these goddamn pills. You're not supposed to be taking losartan and valsartan. They're from the same class of drugs. I'm like, man, this is what the fuck they told me.
This is the pharmacist telling you this.
This is the pharmacist, but this is a 3rd, 4th pharmacist. This is a pharmacist that prescribed this shit to me, nigga.
Hey, ask him. Are you willing to write this down and and be a witness as to what they're doing to me right now with this experimental medication they trying to give me with this Tuskegee treatment here.
Man, these motherfuckers say we got radical ideas or we got. I'm like, man, shit, fuck that. Everybody just be winging it. One motherfucker got me on this shit talking about it's the max dose. The next hospital look at it and say, oh, no, he's supposed to be taking this twice a day. I'm like, what? They told me this was the max dose. Oh, no, that ain't the max dose. Yeah. So, yeah, stop taking all that shit. And right now, because I'm fucking hyperventilating this shit, if I was on them pills, I'd be gasping and shit. I wouldn't be able to breathe right now. It's like that shit shuts down my musculature. Like,
damn.
I can't chew on them pills. Three chewing, like, all I fucking eat is soup. 3 chews, goddamn it, and my jaw be tired. No diddy. I'm already only eating 3 spoonfuls at a time.
This gonna sound weird.
So did he?
Do you ever try taking the pills with bananas?
No.
Right. You might try it so you don't cramp up after you take them.
I don't be cramping up, nigga. I just get tired. Like I ran all day, nigga. Like,
oh, so it's not. The fatigue isn't a. I thought you said it was a muscular fatigue. I just associated that with cramping up.
Hell no, nigga. I'm talking about literally can't lift my arm again. Like when I hop in the shower every day off them pills, it's race to Armageddon where I physically can't lift my arms no more. Like physically can't lift my arms no more because the oxygen just isn't pumping to my muscles. My heart ain't pumping oxygen to my. They're trying to lower my blood pressure at the deficit of my actual necessity blood pressure. Like even though it may seem out of whack because of my heart rate, I simply think that they're missing the amount of pain I'm in. Like, of course, my fucking blood pressure gonna be sky fucking high at all times.
In pain.
Oh. Yeah, they discredit it because I'm talking to them like I talk to y'all right now, and they don't be like, but it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do at this point? This is 2 years. Like I'm not gonna sit there and talk to you like that. But I'm telling you, hey, it's like 7, 8. Like I feel like I'm underwater. And what's crazy is I think my blood pressure rising right now because this is the first time I felt like I was underwater in a long time. Like, so I'm about to calm down in a second. But anyway, yeah, I almost died. And then, oh shit, a bitch robbed me, nigga. The little young bitch.
Wait, hold on. That one, the same one we was talking before from like.
Yes.
The one. Wow.
Yeah,
yes.
You gotta tell the story, nigga.
Yes. So, right, as the true princess of moon and fashion that I am, my bitches don't have to work. They don't have to do nothing. They sit up, get fat, get pregnant. They sit up, get fat, get pregnant. That's what it is. I pay all the bills. I pay rent, whatever. She was under this program. So, whatever. We had a significant age difference. And she was embarrassed of the age difference. So, when we were about to move in together, she kind of flipped out, called it off, and we separated. Whatever, it's cool. But at that time, she still had the amenities of my protection and my affection. So, the car she was in, I'm like, bitch, no, let's separate hold. Let me get my car back. She had paid up a bunch of things on this, so she wanted to run that course out. And she's currently under the bogarting of I'm trying to run the course of this shit out. I'm like, no, bitch, let's cut this ties. And so now she got some new little nigga because here's what women don't understand. Here's what women don't understand when they're kept. Once you break up, you need to eat immediately. Like that shit hits immediately. Day one, you need someone else to fucking feed you. So she had to hop.
This shit don't work no more.
Man, she had to hop on another dick quick. And so now Me and her had a little back and forth for a little while, and he now wants to knight in shiny armor. The motherfucker called, said, I know where you and your whole family stay. I said, dumbass, you ain't fucking her good enough because she ain't told you I got no family, stupid. I'm like, I know where you stay. I'm like, I'm homeless, dumbass. I was coming out there to live with her, stupid. Motherfucker say, I put 20K on your head. I say, well, why don't you put $200 on that fucking car and get it told to me and it should all be done? Like, it don't reconcile. You don't have no bread like that.
I'm not finna give you $200, but I'm gonna put 20,000 of the motherfuckers.
Man,
Other uses.
Man, look.
Motherfucker, does he have like a store credit at a Hitman or some shit?
Man, this nigga is supposedly a scammy card cracker, as all the youngsters are, but I doubt it. Like I said, because the bitch, if she was smart, motherfucker, I got my own car. Why am I waiting on you to pick me up every day in this scam mobile? Just give me if you really got it like that, get my car back on the motherfucking move. Like, get my shit back on the move. If you really got it like that, small things to a giant. But no, the bitch rather sit in the passenger seat because she needs to eat. And he has to pay her rent because she doesn't have a job. So she needs to eat every day and she can't. She got to swing from branch to branch, essentially. So this nigga, after days of me and her going back and forth about this whole scenario, he wants to knight in shining armor, chivalry hop in. And I'm talking about cuss me 7 ways from Sunday. I'm finna kill your mama, your daddy, your granddaddy, all of them motherfuckers. And I'm like, sir, if you just bring the car, you can kill me in person. Like, if you just bring the car, you know where I'll be and when I'll be there.
I'll be exactly right there at that exact time. Just go ahead and just get it done.
And he just went to his whole crash out. No, I'm putting money on your head. I'm like, all of these are fucking way out fucking remedies when you can solve this tomorrow. You can kill me tomorrow if you hit bad. You can fucking get me, start calling this bitch tomorrow if you get bad. Like, all of this can be remedied tomorrow. He said all of that, did all of this, yada, 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 to no avail. The nigga started then calling me every hour on the hour, telling me to stop calling him. I'm like, nigga, I haven't called you a single time. So at that point, he started texting me all irate shit. And let me just give you a sample of the back and forth. And this has been cathartic. I must say, I don't usually partake in shit like this, but it has
been. Hey, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I can't say this is unexpected shit.
Hey, no.
We told you about this age difference thing.
When you're wallet, no, but here's the thing. It ain't even what you think. The bitch is just panicking, and she really thinks I'm gonna do something to her because of the way she acts.
You didn't told us every step of the way that it wasn't what we thought. When it is what she young.
No.
Yeah, man.
All right, whatever. I'm not even here to argue the minutia of it. Like I said, the bitch panicked, and now she's in full panic mode. This nigga said, I don't do shit but get to a bag. You don't know shit about me. You don't know my real name.
Wait, he hit you with the Robert California?
Fam. This motherfucker say you like female 17 years old. Like, so they automatically trying to group this bitch in with a teenager because she's 23 years old. Like, I keep telling them, like, I don't know why y'all doing that because it's stupid. And everybody, like her and him are like, you're sick. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, what the fuck? She's had older boyfriends than me, first of all, but what the fuck are y'all even talking about still? But anyway, so I engaged in, like I said, it's been cathartic being in my second childhood. I said, now you tough again. But last night, oh shit, he called me in the middle of the night trying to take me. He called me like 3 a.m. like, yo, did you say you were going to kill me? I'm like, what? You said you're going to kill me, right? You're going to murder me, right? I'm like, hey, stupid ass little boy, I am not finna do your confessions of a serial killer on these motherfuckers. He said, big ass nigga, I'm going to the police, nigga. Like, broke right out of the fucking script.
Hey, nigga called you at 3 a.m. and said, hey, hey, remember that felony you had told me about you was finna do? Hey, can you tell me about you was finna do it one more time? Said loudly and clearly. And also, can you state your first and last name before me and your birth date?
Uh, talking about when I Elvin Johnson said that I was gonna go. Told you about the time that I robbed the LaSalle Bank on 143rd, January 12th.
That
Are you talking
nigga
about
walked.
that?
That nigga walked in
Tell
my
me all
front
about that
door.
again.
That nigga walked in my front door and said, "Hit me." Shut the fuck up. I'm like, not even tough again, nigga. But you was crying about the police last night. You queer rat. You like to taste. You like to
Hey man,
taste the dick on her lips.
hey man, you are. You don't tell no man that. You'll never be the same.
That big
Uh,
ass pussy
you
ain't
are
worth
beefing.
all this.
You are beefing with a junkie, fam.
Hey, I said that big ass pussy ain't worth all this, queen. You win the text battle. I'ma just come get my shit. And so the nigga said, I'ma call my daddy. He's 25, mind you. And that's when I called you two motherfuckers to ask y'all, would you love your son anymore after that if he called you about fisticuffs before the fight happened, before he actually got there? He called you and put you on the phone with the nigga. I'm gonna call my daddy. At 25. At 25, I thought I could beat the shit out of my daddy. Like I thought I could fuck my 6'7", 300-pound father up at 25. At 16, I thought I was getting there. At 18, I'm like, yeah, I got it. It might go to decision. But at 25, I full on thought, whether I was correct or not, that I could have fucked my father up. And
At
this
no
nigga
point.
called his daddy on
At
me.
no point did I hold my father's opinion of me in such regard that I would risk him finding out that I had an issue with another motherfucker that was dating my current girlfriend a time or two ago. I'm never telling nobody about this shit, let alone my father. So I'm never calling him like, hey, can you help straighten this out, pops? Like, I want to keep him as far away from this debacle as I possibly can. So yeah, no, I'm not. I'm never calling him.
I'm
But
disowning my son after that. But nope, this clown got right on the phone. Hey, bitch ass nigga, you ain't getting no money. Why is you worried about a goddamn cop? I'm like, sir, it ain't the car, it's the principal. I'm not giving that rat bitch another red cent. Hand up, hand out, nothing. Give me my shit since y'all also motherfucking tough. Y'all can meet me when y'all
hold
pull
on,
up
hold
with
on,
the
hold on,
motherfucker.
hold on. Did the
I
father
don't
call you
understand
also
the
date?
conversation. And so it was a lot of back and forth. And so yeah, I got off my cathartic text. Thanks.
Hey yo, did the father call you and also kind of soft pop beg for the car?
Man, these motherfuckers said, but bitch ass nigga, we got 8 cars. Nigga, we got Ocean. Our shit 2024. What we give a fuck about a 2016 for, nigga? Yeah, you motherfucker win, woo woo. If y'all don't care and y'all got so much money, why is the bitch still walking? And she been in my motherfucking house. My daddy had to feed her yesterday. I'm like, you are embarrassing her, sir. You are embarrassing her, sir. I told your dumb ass she's only with you to eat because she needs to eat, you stupid
Hey
fuck.
man, hey man, hey man, hey
Right?
man, hey man, hey man. The man argument is I fed her yesterday.
No, it was him and his father conjointly. Man, why you worried about the bitch? They was calling her so many bitches. It was like the whole shit is embarrassing for them, him, her, me. But me, I'm in the fucking gauntlet at this point. I am the pig in the mud. I don't have any grace at this point. And I'm talking about the motherfucker, hey, bitch ass nigga, he got 8 cars. I'm like, why is the bitch still walking? Why is she fucking hungry? And then the dumb bitch, this is her age. They took me to Red Lobster yesterday. Oh, you said that with your motherfucking chest. Why the fuck is your titties so far apart already?
Hey yo, look, I don't know about that particular bodily trait, but I will say I do commend the mentality of an individual who is actually excited about someone taking them to Red Lobster. I think more motherfuckers should be appreciative of the fine cuisine that the great Red Lobster has to give you. I mean, I don't know why we are disrespecting the cheddar biscuit as though it's not a thing that everybody finds delicious. So
Hey,
hey, look, salute to her for being impressed with the Red Lobster. I mean, look, you're not getting no lobster. You can look at that shit in the tank when we go on our
one Sam,
table. You're getting whatever the fuck is on the card in the big colorful part of the menu, like special, bitch. If you got a commercial, that's what endless shrimp.
hey, one Sam's Club came with a pretty reasonable facsimile of the Cheddar Bay biscuit at home. It was a red over for Red Lobster.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, man. I'm gonna just tell
Yeah,
you
that's
this.
been my week, man. A bunch of nonsense.
Hey, look,
Dr. God trying to take me.
that ain't that. No, God done already
Now I'm
told you.
talking. I'm
Stop
fucked
messing with
up
these
for the
young
first
gals in your older age, and you ain't listening yet.
Hey, I'm shit. I'm finna go to. I was finna go to Tennessee and blindside myself. By a 40-year-old blindside.
Hey, man.
No, I don't. I am self-deprecative, but I don't think that much.
What are you finna go to Tennessee to do? Because I'm down the rabbit hole of last one
So we have
last
we
one to
have
get knocked out. Fight all day. We in the backyard throwing bowls, whatever the fuck they name these leagues. But I'm down that rabbit hole, and a lot of them are in like Tennessee.
back in Tennessee
Carolina.
backyard. Well, no, we have a high school cohort that sees the condition of our man and say, "Hey, man, come take a load off, bring your dogs out here. Come, we got a whole domicile for you. Come take a load off. Just come recuperate." And I'm like, "Hey, that's mighty white of you. I might take you up on that." So we came up with this motherfucking concept of making a show out of it called Sick with His Wicks.
Sick. Yeah, hey, look, man. I already told you about this, man. Um,
That's how
uh,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre started.
that's how all of the
Not the
damn.
movie version. The Ed Gein.
Hey, look. This is how all of the psychological thrillers start off. That's how they start off. It'd be an innocuous
And
thing,
I'm not talking about
a nice gesture, and then nobody ever hears from you again. Like you're in their
not
basement.
even the movie though.
The
I'm not.
first night, and then the second night you found out it wasn't no doorknobs on the other side of the door in your room. Like, wait
I'm
a
not
minute.
even talking about the motherfucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. I'm talking about Ed Gein, the real version. That's how that shit started.
So hey, if you
But
want to
yeah,
go,
it was my week.
if you want to go, just hey, look, understand that you don't have any John Wicks at your disposal. We
Hey,
can't come get you, is what I'm trying to let you know, man.
you'd be surprised, nigga. I seen an
I
old
don't
lady
have
live
a
across the
particular set of
grandchild.
skills. I don't know
Hey,
what farm located.
hey,
I don't know what kind of car they drive.
I just seen an old lady live across from grandchild. I'm pretty sure under duress, you two niggas will get it done.
I
Much better
vaguely,
than
I
real and
vaguely, I
fucking out.
vaguely can piece together what old boy look like. Like
Nigga, if you don't do better than
big,
Little Rail
he's a big
and
state.
TSA,
What part of Tennessee y'all even going? Like the level of things you got to give me for me to be effective in this situation. I'm calling
man,
the police, and if the police can't handle it, fam, I'm gonna call back. I'm gonna call back and ask to speak to a sergeant. And
hey,
then
I
I'm
got
gonna
more faith in you than Little Rail and the TSA, nigga.
oh, you thought that? Oh, you think I'm gonna be little real and get out?
I got more faith in both of y'all than that nigga. You see what he did? He
Hey,
brought
look,
that.
he did come through. He came through. But you got to be on the road, nigga. You saw how he get. You got to be in the middle of the street at the exact right time, because he had circled around for a while. Them motherfuckers was just about to go home. I went to go back to the gas station, fam.
Yeah, that was my week.
Hey, look, What level of your friendship do you have? How often are you going back to the gas station?
That you got kidnapped from?
No, on the search. Like we driving around looking. Like you go up to the gas station once, right?
I'm a different caliber of friend. I am the John Wick. I will fucking put my hands on people in the vicinity you were last seen until somebody says something. I know they say that's not a reputable way to give accurate information because after a certain pain point, people will tell you anything. But trust me, that shit has worked most effectively. Because the thing is, it's not the pain, it's the fear. If you're not impressing upon them that this could get so much worse than this initial pain, then they'll give you
we not finna give a commercial for endorsing torture.
I mean,
we just gonna all acknowledge that we think that shit work, but yeah, we ain't gonna incentivize it.
A lot of people say torture don't work though. That's like the reigning theory. They say because people just lie to you.
Hey, look, eventually you get got to, don't it? I don't know.
I think it's much motherfuckers that got tortured.
I hear a lot of people say that, but in the movies I be watching,
hey, I think it's a bunch of people who've been tortured that did that study. Like, oh yeah, I just stop torturing people.
I don't know. Mr. Professional, how was your week, sir?
My week's still fucking horrible. Hey, I'm sitting here watching handball, and Egypt has way more white people than France. It's weird.
A little bit, right?
Yeah, I find it's really disturbing that the Egypt team is way lighter than the fucking French team.
Hey, when you get past that, see if you can crack that whole dribbling thing.
Okay, I think I get it. You got to take at least one dribble before you shoot, and you can't shoot from inside inside in the paint. Only you. It looks like you can only have one nigga inside the paint at all
No,
times on
I've
offense.
seen somebody shoot from inside the paint. She was right there,
Mm.
like in the goalie face, and shot.
Yeah, y'all talking about soccer, basketball?
Nah,
Basketball?
handball. It looked like it's like a mix between. It's exactly what they should have called football, but like the soccer,
Everybody been watching this
like the
shit.
soccer version of it.
Yeah, it look like everybody been watching this shit with basketball, and niggas been throwing it in a soccer hoop. Y'all been seeing that shit in the episode.
Oh, the rim without the backboard that just
No,
look weird.
It's the soccer net, but a nigga is running with a red handball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's handball. That's what he's watching right now. Yeah.
That's what I just asked. That's what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to run with that red handball and the soccer net behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody's been watching the rugby players.
Hey, all I know is one chick scored on the goalie. She was right there, and the goalie ducked her face out of the way of the ball.
Yeah.
And then the announcer said that the goalie, the good thing she did that, she narrowly escaped a penalty. I was like, wait a minute. Like,
There's a penalty to get hit in the face.
With the ball and get called for a penalty. Like, when I heard that shit, I was like, wait a minute. So you telling me I score by hitting him in the face with the ball, essentially, right?
That sounds like some Simone Biles shit.
That sounds like some shit you're not supposed to tell a nigga like me. all I'm trying to do is smack you in the face with this ball at this point.
That's you can dodge the ball.
You can dodge the ball. I ain't even trying to go through the net no more. I'm trying to park it on your grill. Pause, I guess, yeah. Yeah. But still, I'm not trying to get to the net no more. Hey, look, 2 points. Look, she blocked the ball with her face. Another point. You got to call it, ref. I'm gonna be a menace.
Hey, when she wake up, call that penalty on her.
All that penalty on her, ref. You know what time it is. She got a concussion and she got a penalty too. I don't give a fuck. 2 points. What you doing?
Put it in a box, bitch.
Hey, look, some of these sports, I'm telling you, man, they just the things you find out. I watched some shit. It was called the slalom, but it wasn't the skiing version. These they were in canoes or like canoes or kayaks or whatever is the one where you in it by yourself and it's
Mhm.
connected to the lower half of your body. So it's just your
So,
torso and a boat basically.
so you look like Joe from fucking Family Guy, just in a boat.
The hydro version is definitely Joe, the aquatic years.
You look
Uh,
like the handicapped merman.
that part. So they all they do is they go down this man-made whirlpool adventure course. It looks fun as hell. I ain't gonna hold you. But so they go down it, right? There's these little like the slalom with skiing, they have the little stanchions set up where you go through them and whatnot. You like go around them and shit. They go around these things and they be ducking and sliding. It's a joy to watch, and they got to go down the hill in a certain amount of time, and whoever is the slowest loses. But it's on water, and they give them one paddle, and it's a
Nigga,
it's
this sounds like a mix of whitewater rafting and Wipeout.
because it is because because again, I don't know what it is about me and things hitting people in the face that I love, but I do. Um,
Entertaining as fuck.
the obstacles are hanging from the sky. They're coming from above. So you gotta like kind of duck under and while you looking up in the kayak. And all the time you don't really duck under. Sometimes they smack you in the face. And when they do, it's a penalty. So it's almost like they incentivize to smack you in the face and they be trying. I know they inanimate objects, but it still don't take away they desire to hit you in the face with whatever they are. The shit is, hey, look, it's Wipeout, but on the Olympic scale. So yay that.
Yeah. You see,
I'm with it.
that is a wonderful thing about the Olympics. You just the random sports that you just run into that you would all right, so now if this shit had a league, how long do you think you would be interested?
Oh, a very long time, fam. A very
You
long time.
join you join the Slalom fantasy leagues?
Fam, I'm joining the fantasy leagues. I'm in the group chats. I'm in the message boards on Facebook. Uh, I will not be late to the party of the smack a bitch in the face with a ball sport. I'm gonna be at the I'm gonna be I'm an early adopter. I'm gonna capitalize off of this shit at the start. I'm gonna know all the players. I'm gonna know who good. I'm getting FanDuel the fuck up out of here like the first 6 months of this league, fam. I'm killing it. But no other reason than who the fuck is this sport made for if not me? Pettiness of it all.
So you gonna have the top 50 ring, hit that motherfucker in the face, niggas memorize.
Memorize. I'm gonna go back to my youth and get me a motherfucking give me a 3-ring binder, some nine
Nine pocket card.
nine pocket nine pocket plastic sheets. Start collecting cards on these motherfuckers. Hey, look, I'll get deep. I don't give a fuck. Hey,
So,
hey, hey, I'm just
niggas
telling
definitely
you.
getting mad handball 26.
Hey, look, I will put your poster on my wall if you lead the league smacking bitches in the face with a ball. Who the fuck wouldn't?
Hey,
Could you imagine? I can deny this person being a hero, fam. What the fuck?
this nigga finna Napoleon Dynamite handball.
Right.
She will be the one. Imagine
Goat.
every husband. Imagine every husband in the fucking world just sitting there just talking about Katie Anderson. Well, Katie Anderson. Oh my God, she's fucking amazing. She's fucking
Hey,
amazing.
See me
hey,
walking
what you
around in some Ace and Casey Anderson ones.
Hey, look, just going to the arena holding up sign.
Oh shit! The nigga
I
got the
want Katie
jersey and
Anderson.
shit.
I want Katie Anderson. I want her to Katie. I want them to Katie Anderson, my wife. Like
Hey,
you gonna be able to get that shit off.
what's gonna reign supreme as the winner of handball? That shit or the shit the Mexicans be playing in prison?
Would they be playing?
Handball. When they be smacking the ball up against the wall, that's called handball.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want that one. No, I'm not. I'm not fucking. I'm not
See
fucking
that?
with racquetball without the racket.
No, I'm saying what's going to win the name race?
Oh, this will. If they can get this shit off, this wins, fam. Because it's racquetball without the you're not gonna get a sport off based on solely being poor than the actual real sport.
But that shit off the wall, smacking the ball off the wall, that's really handball. Paul.
Hey, look. First of all, off the wall and handball is two different things. The way we play off the wall and they play handball is two different sports, fam.
I wasn't complaining to. What I'm telling you is that handball, smacking that ball off the wall, is handball, nigga. That's the OG handball. And if y'all calling this shit handball now, I'm interested to see what is going to reign supreme in the psyche of the collective conscious.
Hey, again, man.
And once this
Just 'cause I-
penalized face hit and get off the ground, what's
Just
most
'cause
Hey,
people
no,
know about this
that
shit?
hey, that little nigga say keep talking shit and I'm gonna blow you. I'm like, ew. So I start
Whoa.
hey, fam, I start calling that nigga BBL Keon. That's where the Queen and queer shit start coming from. Because he said, I'm going to blow you. I'm like, ew, nigga. He's like, no, wait. That's some shit we said in St. Louis. I'm like, hey, you get goofy about a second. Don't defend yourself now. That sounds stupid. I'm like, y'all are embarrassing each other. And the only reason y'all feel not embarrassed is because of my age. Y'all are stupid, too.
Hey, the young generation say wild shit, man. They different.
I mean, I literally got them all into, but we're babies. like, nigga, y'all fucking adults, nigga.
You
I
grown.
always had a bitch that was 29 until me and my bitch, who were 34 at the time, were trying to groom her. I'm like, you know, so fucking delusional. So you introduced me to my girl. He introduced me to my bitch and said, look, y'all will make a much better couple than me and him, but I'll still play the side. And then after she made the introduction,
did Ronnie groom Diamond?
Mm.
Diamond was grown. She was graduating that year. She was a freshman.
I mean,
can you groom somebody 2 years younger than you? I think you might be able to. I don't know.
Extenuating circumstances like in that one person is intentionally preying on you to groom you, then yeah, you could groom a motherfucker. And that's what we have to decide was the case. Or was Ronnie just trying to make a quick dollar? Was she trying to purposely groom that bitch, or was it just an opportunistic father? But yeah, the bitch was 29, we was 30. I was 34, my bitch was 32. And she said we tried to grow her. That bitch grown as hell now. Well, she was grown as hell then, but she's grown now. I want to revisit the conversation. Like, bitch, you fucking 28-year-olds now. You grown motherfuckers help. You dumb diggity.
Hey, you are gonna be a prisoner of your own persecution.
But yeah, handball. The Mexican shit wins in my heart.
I mean, I feel you, but still, yeah, nah. Fuck that shit.
I call that shit Sasketball. It's a soccer and basketball.
Hey, look, man, when they start putting spin moves and shit on here, and the niggas start going behind the back and start rapping people, going between their legs when they be dribbling for they 1-2 dribbles, however they doing it, it's gonna be a different sport. When motherfuckers start putting razzle dazzle on the throwing of the ball, when they hitting it behind the back, it's gonna be different.
Hey,
it's mad basic. It looks very, very Peachtree basketballish.
Hey, are we ever gonna see a completely African team as prophetic as the USA team?
I mean, yes, I think we will. Depends on the sport.
I'm talking about in basketball, nigga. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, in basketball, no, fam, nah.
It ain't gonna be just a whole quarter Jamal Crawford's blood out there.
No, there will not be a team of no other bodies in the world from any country in the world that can stand next to the USA men's or women's team and be like, "Yeah, best out of 5, we got y'all."
No,
No.
I'm just saying this because we say our prowess is a proponent of our skin. Are we ever going to see that translate into the motherland?
No.
The question answered.
No country in the world.
Answered.
Shit. Hey, 4 years, France is definitely beating America. I don't give a fuck who the fuck they got.
Hey, look, man.
Hey, once
Alien, alien don't
Wimby get 4 more years, he gonna win the Olympics by himself.
I don't think so, man. I don't think he's gonna win the Olympics by himself. All the best players don't dominate the Olympics.
She
Who? Bam Adebayo was the leading scorer today. I'm wasn't even 100% that he was supposed to be on this team. He led them today with like 18 points or some shit.
who the fuck they play today? Oh, they playing
Sudan.
Sudan again. Hey,
Yeah.
Sudan is playing these motherfuckers a lot closer than anybody expected.
Hey, the game where you supposed to make a statement and just winning by the way, 17 ain't really the statement that I thought you were supposed to be making. I thought you were supposed to show dominance. Where are these 30, 40-point blowout victories where by 15 minutes in the game is over with? Where is that at?
Yeah, it's not happening. They is not happening. There's a lot more competition out there.
Y'all going to the wire. Um, it's competition, I guess. Um, at this level, I don't see why.
Yeah,
These teams have one player, two players maybe that are good. Y'all shouldn't be struggling. Now, there's been talk that people are recognizing that the emperor has no clothes, or that Steve Kerr has no plays.
hmm
People are said to be realizing that Steve Kerr is a horrible coach.
and Steve Kerr has an ideology.
Which is, hey, look, go out there, try your best.
Nah, they have an offensive. Well, the Warriors have an offensive system.
No fouling.
What's their system? We got the
Oh,
best shooter in the world. Let them shoot.
motion offense. We use motherfuckers, set screens, backdoor cuts. A lot of motion offense. It's an
So is he calling
actual
that?
game plan.
So
Huh?
is he calling that? Can you call that motion offense with all these screens and motions? Or is
Yeah.
that just more so reactionary and we just gonna dribble, penetrate, try to kick it out to a motherfucker that's moving off of a screen? Hopefully
Nah,
they're
cause,
open. If not, then kick it to somebody else.
nah, 'cause a lot of teams play a different style of offense. Sometimes your offense involves like Philly, they high post. They gotta run their offense through the high post. Um, Not a lot of cutting because Embiid needs to paint.
Hmm. I don't know. I just think there's a real lack of Steve Kerr drawing up plays. I think there's a real lack of Steve Kerr's attention to the game. Uh, Yesterday he was talking about he called himself an idiot because he didn't play Jason Tatum. A game they were blowout winning by the way.
Yeah, so I
He
mean,
forgot to play everybody in this exhibition all star showcase.
everybody don't need to play.
Everybody absolutely has to play. If I am just on the Olympic team to ride the bench, then I am no better than Christian Laettner. I could never be Christian Laettner. Nobody on earth is signing up to get Christian Laettner status on the Olympic team. Nobody.
Yeah. But I mean, as a coach, you don't have to play these niggas, especially if they're not on your actual team. So I mean, ain't shit wrong with hey, you didn't play this game. You probably fuck around and get 20 minutes the next game. Hey, shut the fuck up and chill.
If you work for USA Basketball and the plan is to manage these egos, you gotta do it better. You gotta be able to call up, draw up plays that may feature somebody over somebody else. You gotta be able to do that. I get it. But in terms of an Olympic run with these guys, you should be able to draw up all of your wildest plays for these motherfuckers to just go out there and execute. The shit should never be close, and everybody should be able to get ticked. You can't have no mistakes as Steve Kerr, fam.
They should get sick, but they
Hey,
ain't got
not with this squad, unless
why.
you coach.
Why is the Puerto Rico women's basketball team so fucking bad? Yeah, they get their ass whipped.
They 5-on-5 team or they 3-on-3 team?
5-5.
Because I have to ask.
Yeah. All right. So that's all right. That leads to a question. Why is America quote unquote so dominating in 5-on-5 basketball, but 3-on-3? I don't think so.
Hey, because everybody talking about the gap between people playing basketball is shrinking, um, and it's not really. Um, there's a real look to most of those teams on the 3-on-3 court that I saw. Um, every country got a 3-on-3 squad, and these same countries got a 5-on-5 squad. Nobody on the 5-on-5 squad was like, let me be on the 3-on-3 squad. But everybody on the 3-on-3 squad was trying to get on the 5-on-5 squad. And it shows. All these motherfuckers are straight out the rec league.
Hey, oh shit. All right, so I'm looking at the Olympics. All right, first of all, these motherfuckers lost to Poland, 19-17.
They
Guess who the fuck is
0-2. They
guess,
0-2 right now.
guess who the fuck is on the 3-on-3 team?
Jimmer Fredette.
Jammer fucking for that. Oh shit. Salute to Jammer.
Jimmer lost bad twice.
Yeah, they lost to Poland. But still, Jammer for that. I thought that motherfucker was gonna be him when he got to the league.
Everybody did. Then found out, oop, nope. And now he's a rec league player. Playing in the
And
3-on-3 version of the Olympics.
also, why does the 3-on-3 team have three white guys? Um,
Affirmative action.
these motherfuckers got the grandson of fucking Rick Barry.
Hey, look, if it's anywhere where white guys are playing basketball, there's a Barry somewhere in the mist.
Oh no. He is actually the brother of Brent, and he's the brother of the second generation of Barrys. Ah, Shway.
Hey, so he's a grandson.
No. All right. No, he's Brent Barry's brother.
So he's a son.
Yeah.
Oh, he a young son because Papa could be on his Noah.
Hey, apparently, hey, apparently them
I got a
underhand
brand new
free throws, them underhand free throws. Nigga been practicing, huh? Just hey.
Motherfucker said he was 87% for his career. Not for nothing.
not just from the line either. Oh shit! Goddamn, Canyon Berry is on this 3-on-3 on yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Well, I'm gonna get back to the women's 3-on-3 team. Let's. All right, who is this other white guy? Dylan Travis.
Fam, you ever heard of a Dylan Travis anywhere near sniffing the league? It was never a thought that he was ever gonna get in. He went straight to the rec league, and then they made this opportunity happen. for 3-on-3 basketball at the Olympics, and it's there now. They got a whole half a court. They got absolutely nobody watching this shit, but they got stands and seats and shit.
It is
Go ahead.
You
incredibly
will
shocking
respect
that this
the
nigga.
incomparable name of Guideline.
You said what?
You will respect the incomparable name of Guideline.
Put some respect on the name. But yeah, this is Dylan. This is a white guy. This is Dylan. And apparently apparently this cracker well, this motherfucker has been on he did play in college. Played for 3 different bad colleges. Florida Southern College, Iowa Central Community College, and hold on. What was the other one? What was the other one? God damn it. I just had it. There you go.
Wherever bring you
All right. So Midland College, Iowa Central, and Florida Southern.
Yeah.
And then the last person on the men's 4-on-14 is a black dude, Kareem Maddox.
Hey, look.
Why does this 3-on-3 ball look so damn small?
Because it might be. It's for people who are definitely doing this as a side job. These motherfuckers have actual careers. These only people that play these 3-on-3 games are motherfuckers who went to school for academics and also like made the team.
Oh shit.
They weren't recruited. They just played. They were there. And that motherfucker is also an attorney somewhere.
All right, goddamn it.
There's
Hey,
the taxes for the county of whatever the fuck he lives, Lancaster or whatever.
Hey, nigga, see, now I need a sequel to White Man Can't Jump where Billy Ho makes the U.S. Olympic 3-on-3 thing. This motherfucker's got to go against the King and Duck to get to the Olympics.
Hey, look, if King and Duck is standing in your way to your Olympic dreams, it's like, be my shot. But these could be my shot motherfuckers.
Oh shit. Billy Ho, Sidney Dean, and Dwayne Martin recurred his role as the nigga from the 2-on-2 tournament.
Don't
You ever
go
been
ahead
to
and
fake school?
Kadeem Hardison on it to round out the team.
or Kadeem Hardison.
You need 5. You need 5. You need 2 on the bench, 2 alternates.
All right, so we got to go with Kadeem Hardison and Clarence. And then, except for that nigga couldn't get through. Couldn't nigga made the Olympic team, but got caught in the airport because he brought his other gun. Clarence, is that you?
Nah, is it Kadeem Hardison?
Rest in peace, Ronaldo Ray.
Wait. Kadeem Hardison. Is it Kadeem Hardison from White Man Can't Jump or Kadeem Hardison from the 6 Man?
Definitely from White Man Can't Jump.
Hey, I was thinking White Man Can't Jump, but now you brought an interesting proposal in. Can we just get motherfuckers from across the black diaspora of basketball cinematic universe?
Yep.
Are you getting White Man Can't Jump Dwayne Martin, or are you getting above the rim Dwayne Martin?
I'm definitely taking above the rim Dwayne Martin.
Exactly, right? So
all right, so our Olympic 4-on-4 team from black movies.
No, 3-on-3. Our Olympic 3-on-3 team is 3 motherfuckers with 2 alternates. We already got Billy Holt and
Sidney Dean. All right, we definitely go. All right, we'll take Kylie Watson from above the rim.
We got him.
But do we take Shep? Because that nigga did play the greatest quarter and a half of basketball that the world has ever seen. Nigga was incredibly efficient in long johns and corduroys.
I feel you, but I feel like Shep is definitely gonna make it to like the second to last day of cuts. Find something in his locker.
It's gonna send that nigga down a rabbit hole of despair.
Hey, yo, look, I'm not cutting you first day, Shep, but throughout the process, you might not be able to hold up. And I just had to make sure that first day when you just showed out was gonna be the same. And I was Oh, it held out. It held up because by the third day, your knee was hurting, motherfucker. I know how this works. I know how this works.
Hey.
Shep. I know how this works, Shep. You old.
Do you need a spaceman in a half-court game 3-on-3?
Look, well,
Nah,
you're
cause
not getting off with defense and rebounding on the
right, not in no half court game.
nah. I need you. No, you can't dribble neither. Get the fuck off the court, man. Nah.
All right. You know what? I'm taking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Willis Smith.
Oh, I often ask you, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or the Fresh Prince.
Nah. The original Fresh Prince, Will Smith.
Hey, look. Fresh Prince of Marcus Gathers. Motherfucker, he played for Malibu Prep.
I'm going Fresh Prince.
Going Fresh Prince still?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Hold
man.
on. Marcus was the one with the kid, right?
Yeah, he was busting his
Oh,
ass that
yeah,
game.
nah. I'm definitely going with Will. He got less baggage. Gonna be more reliable. Like you 17 and you already got popped off. Like
Hey, look,
not even
man.
popped off. Like what that baby? Like damn near 2.
Hey, look, man, that baby was old as fuck to know they said he would play basketball. Just like that boy was actually intelligent. I ain't even gonna hold you. That motherfucker would play basketball just like my daddy. Like, wait a minute, that motherfucker got good diction. He had a whole sentence. Hey, wait a minute, that boy getting some schooling going on. I would just say, you never doubt the
Cornbread.
tenacity of a present father. That motherfucker, he is working for a reason. He knows. Hey, look.
Hey, but still, you 17 with an 8-year-old child, nigga. The fuck out of here.
Fucked up that one time when he was 11, and he said if he just made it through 8th grade, he was gonna
he was
do
going.
something with his life, and he's trying to hold on to that whole promise to himself.
Yeah,
Hey,
damn.
Raheem baby was old as hell too. Them niggas was like 16. The baby was fucking at least 5 feet tall. They was holding that big ass baby up in the
Oh,
Who are you taking? Cornbread or that I just had it in my mind. Motherfucking
I'm gonna go with Coach East if you was going there. When you said cornbread, Coach East stuck in my.
Cornbread and Coach Cheese.
I'm going. I think Coach East might have to be the one to make the squad over in that 5th slot.
I don't know. All right, so I don't recall seeing
No,
Cornbread
that's
actually on the court.
That's
I
a
only see, and
man.
I only seen Coach East take and make one shot
You never seen
in dribble
Cornbread
play.
make a single shot? You that nigga dribble up and down the street.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
just seen his handles. And
hey,
yeah, I'm not going with neither one of them.
Hey, look, Coach East was so good at basketball that 35 years later, a nigga that looked like him made us believe he could also play basketball just because he looked like an older version of that motherfucker who he was absolutely not.
Hey,
Don't act like we don't get Coach East and Leon. Wait a minute, is that? Oh no,
drug using based on a true story biopic.
Basketball Diary. Yep, I'm going with Leo.
Hold on, nigga. Or Earl of Goat Mango.
Ooh, the goat. Ooh.
Do Earl count? Was Earl a real person?
Both of them was real people.
The Basketball Diaries person was a real person.
I said biopic.
Hey, look,
that's why I said
you did say biopic, but I did not connect that as an actual person that played basketball for real.
Hey, you know what? In the upset, I'm going with Leo.
Going with Leo over Earl. Don't pick it
over the goat. Over the goat. Over the goat.
Hey,
that little crackhead could ball, nigga.
That crackhead could ball his ass off too.
Hey, that nigga, that little white crackhead could ball his ass off. I'm going Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
hey, look, that's what's up. Who's the 5th member on this squad?
I'm going Leo.
We can't put Leo in there. Leo is a real person though.
God damn it. All right. Ooh,
No Jesus
definitely.
Shuttleworth.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus Shuttleworth. Even though that is kind of cheating.
Hey, look,
That is kind of
It,
cheating.
it,
Because if
it,
that's the
it,
case, then I would go with goddamn Shaq from Blue Chips.
hey, yo, look, if Jesus Shuttlesworth is on your Olympic 3-on-3 team, it did not go well for him at, at whatever.
Matter of fact, um, fucking Omar Epps from Love and Basketball.
Hey,
Oh shit.
hey, like he
Fully rehab me. This is way working his way back.
this ain't something like his speed. This ain't something like he's qualified for this particular
Hold on.
this
Hold
particular.
on. Hold on. 40-year-old
Wow.
ex-con. 40-year-old ex-con serious hooper. Yep. Or motherfucking Big Jesus.
Mm,
Oh, I'm going Big Jesus.
yeah.
I'm going Big Jesus, fam. He punched that nigga in the throat. Just keep it a bit. I saw Shep get roughed up by some high school kids. Big Jesus ain't play none of that bullshit. He told that little girl, "Hey, yo, look, I know what you're doing to my son. That's all right. I don't get no fuck. Hey, look, what you got? What you got your Range Rover over there? Why don't you go over there and stand by your Range Rover?" Dude said, "What?" The
How you
motherfucker.
telling him to go stand by your Range Rover?
Hey, look. He told him after that it wasn't no more words exchanged. Dude said, "What?" It wasn't no, huh? It wasn't no, all right, you ready to go? He just elbowed this nigga in the throat. Actually, he just popped him in the throat, then elbowed him in the face. Told nigga, told nigga he can't breathe. Like, yeah, you can't breathe. Take that with you. Like, wait a minute.
You understand me? Take that with you, understand me?
Hey, look, that is not how he envisioned that shit going when he stepped away from his vehicle.
He definitely would have stepped away
I'm gonna check
differently.
this old nigga. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna bust her down. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna get some in the whip. You know what I'm saying? At the light, cause I just
Ooh,
I
got
just, I
this
just went over
new
there
Range
stunning on this
Rover.
motherfucker in the Range Rover. I just stunned it. Yeah. Nah, your clothes all dirty and shit. You wrinkly in the car. You like, why you ain't tell me that motherfucker was crazy?
All right, now who coaching? Eddie or Rio Pearl?
Hey, look, fam, if we ain't got
Ooh.
Sam Jackson, Coach Carter is not on this squad leading them to mediocrity victory.
Whoopi Goldberg or Rio Pearl?
Hey, look,
Eddie.
if I gotta go Whoopi Rhea, I gotta go Whoopi.
Yeah, I'm going Eddie. Cause matter of fact, my fifth person, what was that nigga name? Rupert Patterson. Rupert Patterson don't
Who-
come out the bitch.
I don't remember Eddie that thoroughly.
what
Because
movie
the
is
nigga
that?
ended up having to play Gary Payne 101 in the middle of Rucker Park because for some reason Gary Payne is these niggas managed to be able to clear Rucker Park
What movie are you
and
talking about?
Eddie.
Oh, hey, look. Full disclosure, I only seen Eddie like once, and I ain't pay that much attention to that shit either. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, it was Whoopi as a basketball coach. What you want from me?
All right, so does Marlon without Kadeem Hardison make the team?
No, Marlon know his other brother also played basketball. Does he? No, no Wayans shall be on the squad, fam. I'm not going.
Hey, it's fucked up that. All right, so all right, that just led me to another question, real quick. 1-on-1, who wins? Marlon Wayans from Six Man or Marlon Wayans from Above the Rim?
Ooh, Marlon Wayans from Six Man. And now I thought you was gonna ask me who wins, Marlon Wayans from either one of those movies, or Damon Wayans from
Celtic Pride.
yeah.
Mm. Oh, now would he qualify for the 3-on-3 team because he was a professional?
I mean, yeah, because he played for the Jazz.
So
we
that's
going there.
Is that
Black
even really
coffee got to get
professional?
in this.
Hey,
Who?
also, even if you do,
Black coffee.
even if you
Everybody
do
love
qualify for
everybody.
the team, he ain't making it no way, so it don't even really matter. Like
Man.
it's a no from a talent.
Black coffee. Them. Everybody love everybody.
You say what?
Andre 3000
From semi-pro.
Oh no, he's not making
Semi-Pro.
it either. He not making it either.
Damn.
Hey, look, nah, I don't like him. I also don't like no Wayans in any actual sports movie. Like the motherfuckers can't play no football for me. Like none of that. He can't be my quarterback. Like I don't give a fuck what Bruce Willis did for his career. Like nah, G, no, nah, I'm cool.
Last Boy Scout with that shit, nigga.
Yeah, it was, but nah, he can't be my quarterback though, fam. Like they cannot do nothing sports wise for me, no matter how hard they try. I'm sorry, it's a no for the Wayans. He can't box. It's mostly just Damon. It's mostly Damon fucking it up for everybody. Now that I think about it.
So you
Great White
really
Hype with
question?
that shit, nigga.
You said what?
The Great White Hype with that shit, nigga.
Great White Hype was a great movie. I got a Merlot Broham. Merlot. What is Merlot? It's a color. It's Merlot.
Hey, that was fun. I want to do a boxing one next.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Ooh.
Cause him versus Eddie Murphy. 51-0.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Ooh, all right. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. Eddie Murphy and I Spy. I don't think he beats the Reaper. I don't think he beats the Reaper.
Don't think he beats the Reaper. Hey, look, I
Nah.
don't know who the fuck finna beat Sweet Pea. Penitentiary, baby.
Yeah.
Too
I don't know
sweet.
who fucking with him. What is it? Sweet Feet, Sweet Pea, whatever the fuck his
Too
name
sweet.
was.
Too sweet.
Too Sweet.
Too
There
sweet.
we go.
Too sweet.
Who finna fuck with Too Sweet?
You know who's gonna be too sweet? Champ. He gonna be too sweet. He'll stutter through it, but he was too sweet ass.
Champ?
Yeah.
You mean Wesley Snipes Undisputed?
Nah. Champ from Harlem Nights.
Oh, Champ. Ain't that Champ a wonderful fucking human being?
Going more rounds, no did he?
Right.
Back in the 20s, it was, you know what I'm saying? They're going 100 rounds on a motherfucker. Too Sweet wasn't doing no 100 rounds. He almost got his ass put by Big Jesse. As a matter of fact, Bronco Buster almost fucked him that first night.
Hey, look, almost don't count, fam. I'm tell you that right now.
It do when it come to fucking.
Nah,
when somebody is fucking you.
Hey, look. Motherfucker almost fucked me and motherfucker fucked me. Very two different sentences.
Yeah, they have very two different sentences, but neither one of them are good.
One you can come back to the group and tell motherfuckers. One, you better keep that shit to yourself.
Nah.
I guarantee you, Half Dead would not have offered the champ no Mr. Goodbye that first night. Mr. Goodbye. Mr. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Fuck, I'm finna kill you.
Half Dead would definitely not. Oh no, the Bronco Buster getting busted.
Hey, look, why was it a Mr. Goodbye though? Like, why was it not just a regular old fashioned Hershey bar? Like, who in their right mind said, let's put a Mr. Goodbye in the prison system to shop for? This was only candy to pick on motherfuckers with.
Hey, because Mr. Goodbyes are actually fucking delicious.
Hey, no, that was probably like some secret prison shit. Like when Common said, "Hey, Hugo, he working with them peoples and smoking aces, and everybody from Chicago rejoiced with the Chicago lingo." That Mr. Goodbar shit was probably some shit very prison specific that we
very. It sound like jargon.
Yeah,
stay jargon. You right.
Like, because why would even Mr. Goodbar even agree to that? Hey, it's gonna be in this scene where the nigga gonna get greased up and try to fuck another man. Sure.
Hey, look, we acting like why would Mr. Goodbar agree to that? I don't know. There is no Mr. Goodbar, but there is actually a Hershey. Why is Hershey so quick to sacrifice Mr. Goodbar?
So they had no hopes for that motherfucker.
They could have let Crackle get the fuck off. But no,
But
Mr.
like, no,
Goodbar actually get the fuck off.
you can't use our Mr. Good bars. However, we do have for $20,000, you can't use these crackers.
You got these almond joys over here just sitting there but doing nothing.
And that's how you find out they make some shit you ain't even know. But try these almond chews.
Hey, look. In the meeting, you sitting there with all these phallic ass candy bars. You just sitting there with Snickers, Twix. There's two of them. You can have a whole like menage situation going on. And with this innuendo, I have an almond joy, and I have a mound. Because sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. Like, hey, look, that motherfucker just perusing the table, look at all this shit, just like, nah. What is this one called?
Here's the funniest part about it.
What is this one with the peanuts in it and the 8 individual blocks of chocolate?
Hey, here's the funniest part about this whole scenario, the real world aspect of it. These companies generally only make one fucking thing, and then they usurp another company along the way. So now it doesn't matter in 1970, Hershey has acquired this about all these companies, but they're still sitting at the board and have some say on some shit. So they were sitting in that motherfucking meeting, Mr. Goodbar, Almond Joy, all these little companies that Hershey has enveloped. They all sitting at the table. I called this meeting because I got to tell you something. One of us is going to be in a prison movie. Yeah, Mr. Goodbar. Mr. Goodbar, rape scene. Remember that shit you brought up at the last board meeting, motherfucker? Remember that shit you brought up at the last board meeting, talking about Hershey too sweet. Guess who's sweet now? That's what that 49% got your dumb ass. Now you're in penitentiary.
You finna be rape candy, boy. You finna be man rape candy.
Hey, yo, look, in the naming meeting, Mr. Goodbar was like, yeah, what's up, Crackle? It's you, little almond joy. Ha, what the fuck? What do you, whatchamacallit? They didn't even put any thought into that bullshit. To only have that shit come around and bite you in the ass when they cast in the prison movie.
No Diddy.
We like that. We like that, Mr. Goodbar. Wait, what? What you mean?
Mr. Goodbar just sitting there looking from side to side.
Motherfucker thought his name was the pillar of masculinity. Yeah. Over here, Mr. Goodbar. I'm the lady's favorite bar. Well, it's been a change. It's been a slight change in direction. We're gonna give the ladies bonbons and turtles. We're gonna give them turtles and bonbons. We're gonna give you prison rapists. Housewives across America were supposed to be enamored with the Mr. Goodbar delight. Delightful candy. Hershey.
All right. Quick question. Does the champ beat Rocky?
Shit.
Speech impediment, battle with a speech impediment.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Nah, I think Rocky beat the champ, fam. I'm gonna just.
You think Rocky beating the champ?
It's a situation where dumber wins out.
I think Rocky beat the champ because of fighting style. Like the champ
wins out,
hard. He's a hard puncher, but I think even though he's used to going 129 rounds pause, I think he still will gas out beating the punch on it. And I don't think Rocky will get punch drunk soon enough.
See, I think the opposite. I feel like Rocky won all his fight because motherfuckers just got tired of hitting him in the face. For a nigga that's used to fight motherfuckers for 45 rounds, he ain't finna get tired of hitting niggas in the face no time soon.
I mean, I think the better comparison would be Clubber Lang. With the champ beat Clubber Lang. And then from that, you could just pick who would win in the battle between Rocky.
I think the champ would beat Clubber Lang. I just don't think the champ would beat Rocky. Not
I
not
don't
not
know, man.
not a Rocky. Not a Rocky at the end of the movie. He might could get Rocky in the first act, but
Oh,
he not beating third act Rocky.
First act Rocky ain't
He's
ain't
not even
ain't
fifth
gonna
act
make it to
Rocky.
12 rounds.
First act Rocky, a different kind of Rocky.
Yeah, first act Rocky
Oh,
ain't making it 12 rounds.
hold on. Now here's the matchup: Rocky or Brian Dennehy.
Who that?
What the fuck was Brian Dennehy in? The name sounds familiar, but I don't know who the fuck that is.
Gladiator. Whipped that
Who?
white boy's ass at the end after Cuba Gooding Jr. died. Not with an old nigga. Rocky at the time of Apollo Creed's son now, and Brian Dennehy back then.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Nigga, when
I
these
don't know.
motherfuckers go bare knuckles and break that motherfucker wrist, that headbutt, Rocky going down.
I don't know. But hey, look, while we on the subject of matchups, we in the
You still
midst
ain't
of an
talking about
interesting one.
3 hours in, 2
We in the
hours.
midst of an interesting matchup.
You still
Donald
ain't
Trump.
talking about your week 2 hours in.
Hey, look. Oh, I ain't do shit.
Oh.
Yeah, we can go
Grand
right to
opening, grand opening.
yeah. That
Yeah.
part.
And shit. Man, we just went through the Olympics, so that was
Yeah,
our first topic.
that part. Shit. But matchups. Trump, Kamala. They kicking up their gearing in the week 2. Kamala, she debuted her first campaign ad, and to everybody's surprise, she enlisted the help of one Beyonce. Beyonce came through with the vocals.
Hmm.
Woohoo! Um, who saw that coming?
Everybody.
Yep. And then the other feather in her cap, who had this in their parlay? Uh the Savage, classy bougie ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
Who,
It's
who
wet
saw
ass
that
pussy.
assist? Who saw that assist coming? Uh yeah, so in her second week, Kamala enlisted the help of Beyonce for her first campaign ad, and then at her biggest rally to date at this point, I believe. Um she decided to put it in, have it in Atlanta, and position it as a concert. Meg the Stallion Quavo concert, and also political campaign rally. Yeah, you bring the kids. I don't know if you should bring the kid. I don't.
Mm. Ain't mad at it. She's talking to the people.
What people
She's getting a younger. She's out getting chasing a younger vote
getting them vote to do what?
to vote for her.
Yeah, I yeah. Hey, look, man. Uh, she brought that girl out there to twerk and shake her ass in front of a room full of people who were there to hear about politics and hope for their future in this country with such important issues on the ballot, like democracy and freedom and all that, you know, important stuff. So no, instead of that, we had Meg the Stallion with all of the grandeur of Meg the Stallion, telling motherfuckers that they're gonna be hotties for Harris. Um, I don't know why she put that in anybody's mind. You could have played the audio from that if you wanted to.
Alliterism, alliteration.
Because they're gonna throw idiocracy in history class.
I
That's
mean,
why
you got to
she
give
did.
up. You got to give her a break. She just found out she was running for president 2 days ago.
Hey, how stupid
And the election is next week. She
how
she
stupid I
she
feel. You know how
she
stupid I
making this
feel.
shit up as she go. You say what?
I say, you know how stupid I feel that I didn't enter Booty Farnsworth into the boxing fucking.
Yeah.
I always think about Booty Lee Farnsworth from the
That was
25
from
pyramid. Not Booty Farnsworth, Jimmy Walker from Uptown South.
Yeah, Uptown Saturday Night Fighter. Yeah, she also had Quavo up here because he's an advocate against gun violence. As you know,
as one should be.
evident by all of his songs and shit. Hey, I don't know. His nephew died to gun violence, and I think he was affected by that, and he wants to see that guns are taken off the streets. So yay that. Um, yeah, we had hotties for
Good shit.
Harris, and by the time that shit got through last night trending, it was no longer hotties for Harris.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know they was gonna flip that one real quick.
They shortened it up real fast.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do all that
But they
typing.
show hoes for Harris.
Oh yeah, holes for
Yeah.
Harris.
You know that was coming.
It was right there.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was not creative.
Right.
Hey, look,
they,
sometimes they're not out here trying to be creative. Sometimes they're just trying to be effective. And they like, you
Why
know
not
what?
Harley?
hey, sometimes you just gotta advance the running, nigga.
Why not Harley? Why not Harley? Huh?
Hey, because ain't nobody finna chant that shit in the crowd. But that
Harley for
whole
Harris.
with that holes for Harris, that shit gonna ring out at the next Trump rally. Um, also the clip she got on the screen right now. This post it said Kamala revealed a new accent tonight in Georgia. She did. She had it was a really deep Southern accent that she just came and got out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I swear she would say y'all and now y'all come back now. You hear? Vote
It's
on
all
me.
right though. Hey, I'm here for that. I want to see her do all the accents everywhere she go. When she campaigning in Washington in Baltimore. Hey, y'all know when we coming here to do.
Hey, yo, look, if she started, if she starts stretching her U's out like a Baltimorean when she go to Baltimore, it's gonna be crazy. Uh,
Hey, that mean the DNC gonna be rocking. What up, folks?
what up,
What
folks?
down, y'all?
Hey, yo, look, I can't wait to come out here and be like, man, Joe gave me the reins to the Democratic nominee, and I took it. I
I
was like,
fucks with it.
and, and so when he came to me Sunday night, it was like he was retired. I was like, heck, nah, Joe.
Hey,
Hey, I'm for this. I'm for it.
hey, if Trump, goddamn it, could keep saying, I did the most for the blacks, I think I'm allowed Kamala Harris to assimilate accents.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey, yo.
especially if she could do an accurate one for every reason.
Every region she go into, the bitch she just cold switch like she's a master
Right.
cold switcher. Like if
When you-
that's if her superpower is code switching, hey, look, I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
I
She
would
gonna
that
say,
will
"Louis,
work.
what that dirty?"
That is power on the boys I've ever seen. I'm a master code switcher. What the fuck?
It's accurate to the point of non-offensive because the offense usually comes is subjectively on how you take it. But if it's an accurate depiction, non-offensive language that she nailed, I'm with it.
Right.
Like as long as
But
Trump keeps saying, "I did the most for the blacks," and she can usurp.
well,
Hey,
well,
I'm with that being her
Accents.
superpower. Like she breathed the oxygen, and soon as she breathed the air, she has the perfect dialect of whatever city that she's in. I'm
hey,
with that shit.
they did that shit on Star Trek. I say, fuck it up. Um, she she's a special woman. Um, anyway, yeah, she brought out Meg Thee Stallion. She brought out Quavo. She brought out Beyonce for the ad. Um, meanwhile, Trump he visited Chicago today, the day after she did the Meg shit, and he met with a a panel of black journalists.
Yeah, at the national is it the
The National
yeah,
Association for Black Journalists,
yeah,
NA NABJ.
yeah,
Yeah. Also get that acronym changed, fam. I'm not gonna
yeah.
say this for sure.
Need a BJ?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. It just hey, look, why you want to make me do that? Uh,
Eh,
Happy day.
uh,
all right.
but
Hey,
anyway, I'll say this before we start the video. Um, there was a lot of backlash for this whole thing that happening that Trump was even allowed to be in the presence of all these black journalists at their convention or whatever. Why would you not want a person who's running for president of the United States, a person that has been president, to come to this, to be interviewed or questioned by a room full of people who have nothing but the black agenda at the forefront of their mind?
All right. Hold on.
I
Before
can
the,
tell.
before you get to that, I had two questions. First of all, was he accepting questions from the audience?
No.
All right, so fuck, it's not being interviewed and it's not being questioned. So all of these questions are
It's a
pre-screened.
panel. It's a panel.
Mm,
And that's why you won't want to see him. If you know this motherfucker's finna go up there and be disingenuous
Mm-hmm.
and
And
fucking
also, the second part is
for an hour, who would want to see that? If you know for a fact, you've given him plenty of tries, and each time he's been evasive and disingenuous. You after a while, it's what they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Like he's at the 45th time that we keep inviting him to these panels.
just to let him get away with not answering and not being direct and a whole bunch of bullshit and not being called on it. That's one thing.
Hey,
And then
but the one thing I will say,
because that person let him not answer a question, does that mean you have to not let him answer a question or make him answer a question?
yes, no one can make anyone do anything.
Okay.
But I will say that chick in the blue did open up gracefully. And once he mentioned that, he kind of had, like she should have been representative of what they were of the decorum and apologize because it was an offense. That you don't just get to fucking asking me questions. Oh, you address me. You Greek inside me. You just get the. Yeah, so what you? Hey, nigga. So what you? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. And
Well, you mentioned it. Go ahead and play that. Go ahead and play that part of the clip. I think that's what she was queuing up anyway. Since you mentioned it, she can go ahead and play that part. It was like at that 2-minute mark.
President
yeah, we can't let Trump get shit like that.
You had it up at like 2
Former
minutes.
President Donald Trump. This discussion continues a decades-long tradition during election years of inviting journalists to discuss the policies and their impact with the candidates who are running for president and the impact of those policies, especially in Black communities. Former Presidents George W. Bush, Barack Obama.
Where you had originally started it at, it was like 2 minutes and like 30 seconds or something like that, I thought. Or yeah, she started it right there. So you can go ahead and go back to the start of her question, like 2:20 or something like that. Right there. There you go.
Thank you. Mr. President, we so appreciate you giving us an hour of your time. I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe Black district attorneys. You've attacked Black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking Black supporters to vote for you, why should Black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Pause it right here.
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been.
This is the exact reason why I think you invite him there. When she came out the gate with this here question, I was like, this is the exact reason why you don't boycott having him here. Because you get to ask him this question in front of a room full of your people, in front of a room full of us, and have him answer it or not answer it there, plainly or not. But he gets to be exposed for whatever he is for the entirety of the time that he wouldn't be in here subjecting himself to this. That's what you get, in my opinion. That's why you do this. You get to hold him to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
You cook his ass.
All right.
But he
Now
never had
let's now let's get to the answer.
Oh, hey. The answer is why it's hard to cook this motherfucker. Go ahead and play it.
Asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country,
Yeah, you're not gonna call me the black
including
population of this country.
employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers and black entrepreneurs. I've done so much, and and I say this. Historically, black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke. And I saved them and I gave them long term financing, and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense. And then you said you can't do it with Zoom. Well, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late, just so we understand. I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working with something.
Mr.
President, I would love
think
you
it's
to
a
answer the
very
question
nasty
on your rhetoric
question.
and why you
I have
believe that
answered
black
the
voters
question.
should trust you with another
I have
vote.
been the best president.
Pause it. That right there is why that man is a very formidable opponent on a stage. Because he set the tone right. No, people didn't know what he was doing in that very second right there. What he did was he gave you his
His entire
calling
resume.
card that he is going to go back to and pump and use to get the crowd and the audience on his side whenever the fuck he gets in trouble or it gets a little dicey. He's gonna always be able to turn it and flip it based on what he just said right here, right now. And she opened the door for him to be able to do this. She didn't know that he was gonna do it because most people have the decency to not talk about it in common public, but this motherfucker different. He's gonna call you out in front of the entire audience for being late, and he's gonna say that all your shit here is cheap.
And it smell like squats. How about you been smoking Pall Malls around this motherfucker?
Hey,
But yeah, she should have let him get that on. She did open the door for that. But in my opinion, mistakes happen. She should have recovered better, other than getting flustered and allowing him to trump on. She should have just at that point cut him off, apologized, agreed with him, and disarmed him, and disarmed this whole diatribe, this whole gish gallop with a simple courteousness, because she said, I appreciate you being here. It wasn't like she didn't greet him at all, but it was short and frank.
It was short. And also, if you notice, when he came out on the stage, they spoke. They said hi and how you doing and all that other shit. So I ain't gotta say hi, how you doing to you, and then say hi, how you doing again over the mic when it's like the attention of the audience is here. I spoke to you. I said hi.
It might be a myriad of reasons why she wasn't being as uncouth as she would appear. She may have did greet him in proper kind when off mic. But once he got into this diatribe, she should have clearly stopped him, apologized, and disarmed that whole narrative that she was rude and unorganized, and like he let this was masterful right here.
Yep. You can go ahead and play it.
for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights Act.
For you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work in such a hostile manner, I think it's a disgrace.
Let me just ask a follow-up, sir, and then we'll move on to other questions here. Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who was the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a
literally
definition
the words.
then. Would you give me a definition
DEI.
of that? Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question, a very direct question.
Define it for me, if you would.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a Black woman?
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn Black, and now she wants to be known as Black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she Black?
She has always identified as a Black woman. She went to a historically Black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a Black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe that she is?
I think somebody should look into that too when you ask continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some Republicans
really don't
have said?
know. I mean, I really don't know. Could be. There are some, and there are plenty. I know this lady right over there, Harris, is a fantastic person who just interviewed me at length, and we had a great interview, I think, and I heard you got very good ratings on that.
Well, you told me it was the longest one of your life, so we had a good discussion. Look, I want to talk about why you're here today. I mean, it is not lost on us.
You say what?
Did he like waiting for her that she was a diversity hire?
No, he just said that that she gave him a good interview. But here's what I wanted to get into real quick. Why are motherfuckers offended at a program they're defending? Like, for the life of me, I'm not understanding this. You're fighting tooth and nail to keep DEI programs in place.
I mean,
and then when someone points to an individual and says that they are a product of said policy, it's offensive.
Because
it is.
Because this day and age, it has the connotation of unearned, whether correct or not.
So why are you fighting for the program then still?
Because some people need them unearned handouts.
Yo, look, how about instead of calling it
all the time?
How about instead of letting the narrative that this individual, this program gives people something that is unearned, explain it to individuals to say that this is not a function of people not being qualified or not earning a position, but it is to actually ensure that we have a diverse grouping of people that are qualified to do a thing. They never fight for the thing that they're talking about. You run to DEI, and then soon as someone labels you a DEI person, you say, oh, no, hell no, fuck that, I'm not DEI. Yes, you're DEI. Kamala Harris is the epitome of a DEI hire. The man said, I am going to get a Black woman. He specifically said, I am going to hire someone in the vein of diversity and inclusion. I'm going to include a diverse person. That's what it is. You can't get mad at it when you've been fighting for it all this time.
After history, some things pick up a negative connotation, like food stamps. Like there are programs that just have a bad connotation to them after years of abuse. Section 8, low income. So there are instances where these programs just are off-putting to the general public. That's it. That's all. It's just that simple.
Are not because they're off-putting because people aren't explaining what they are. Well, the people who are, the people who aren't in favor of these programs are
arguing
for one reason or another in charge of describing them. And they are the ones that are writing the definitions for these things. And of course, it's going to have a negative connotation if the person defining it doesn't like it.
Most of these
Why
times,
are you letting the people who don't like it, don't support it, don't fight for it, define it?
Most of these times they are arguing extremes, and that's the problem. It don't be inherent disdain for the shit. It's the extremes, and people need to rein it in and just say, I'm speaking in general. In general, it is a good 70%. It is good. 30%, yes. You may see idiosyncratic behavior, but
in this instance, I think it benefits you to point to the extremes. I think it'll benefit you if you really believe that Kamala is that motherfucker. It would benefit you to be able to point to her and say that she is here because of DEI policy. Now, let me tell you about her. She is extremely qualified. No, let me finish. She's extremely qualified, perhaps even overqualified. If you believe that she is, then say that shit about her. But when you say that she's not a DEI hire or no, she's overqualified and things like that, you're separating DEI from the qualified individual who is in fact a DEI hire, and therefore delegitimizing people who are hired because of DEI policy. You can legitimize DEI hires in one foul swoop by saying that this person right here is a DEI hire and they are the most qualified individual to be the president of the United States. And this is what happens when you have diversity, equity, inclusion at the forefront of your thought-making process. Now you have a black woman who is the most qualified person to be president, actually in line to be president, as opposed to somewhere eight spaces down the road because she was never boosted up to be vice president because of DEI. You can make the case if you want to make the case.
But in practice, we saying that nobody follows Calvin to McDonald's. You can make the case.
Yeah, nobody does because we're stupid. I've been trying to make that case for a while now, and that's the case.
Happening in retrospect after 30 years of testing these and arguing extremes. So now the point is conflated. People have been used to arguing extremes, and extremes have now become indicative of the whole.
Well, I'm just saying that if we're trying to change the connotation of a thing, we can use this extreme of a person that is extremely qualified that happens to be in this position of DEI, as opposed to just pointing to the extremes of instances where an individual is underqualified and they are there because of a DEI hire, which I don't know we can point to a lot of instances of that, because from my experience, if it's a black person there in a high powered, high visibility position that actually has something to do, then that motherfucker is there because they are qualified than a motherfucker to do the job. Now, if it's a position in which there is no actual risk involved in the decision makings of that person, then they might pull whoever the fuck they get that looks good in the suit and got a nice smile to be the figurehead of this particular thing, this movement. Now, the issue that we have is a lot of those DEI positions were just that. Meaningless, worthless, toothless positions that they put vapid, underqualified, unimpressive people in charge of, and then pointed to them as being unimpressive. And then pointed to them as being ineffective, when in fact they were unimpressive people to begin with that were put in jobs that had very little ability to be effective in them. Crazy. Now, I don't know if anybody recognized this chick, but I believe she's old girl from Fox. I think she does like Fox in the Morning or some shit like that. I can't remember, but she looked like that same sister. Do y'all know?
Nah. But one thing that I did find out, I was listening to Bo Money Jones podcast, and apparently, like the Wednesday of the um Black Journalist Conference is like the check-in day. It's like the first day when motherfuckers is barely showing up, and he said that most people don't even get there until Wednesday evening. So it was probably a very strategic reason why he went on Wednesday in the morning.
Hey, yo, look, man, your time is your time. I'm not finna sit here and act like him going into this obviously adversarial situation is not a moment of kudos. If you could produce something to go to that other part in the clip where they start to talk about what was the other thing they talked about? I think it was it the abortion part? No, it was the Sonia Massey part of the tape. I think it's at 17 minutes somewhere around there. If you can find that real quick, I'm gonna go to that part. But the point I was gonna make, Harris Faulkner is her name, and I believe she's on Fox News. Yep. All right. So the point I was making was that he went into this obviously adversarial situation with shit. I think it's 17 minutes. A shit ton of black journalists, right? They're not gonna. And from the questions that they gave him, it doesn't seem like he hit them with a "you can't ask me about this, this, or this." They asked him about it. He might not have answered it to anybody's satisfaction if he ain't want to. But a lot of that shit that they did ask him, he actually did answer. Might not have been an answer that you wanted, might not have been the answer that you thought made the most sense, but that was his rationale behind it. They asked him one about what would you do different, or about what would be the one part, the thing that the current administration is fucking up. And he was like, inflation. We gotta get inflation under control. We get inflation under control, we can solve a lot of these fucking problems around here. That's an answer. What are you gonna do to get inflation under control? He said, energy. I'm gonna get energy back right, and that's gonna solve inflation. Whether that's correct or not, I don't know, but that's his point.
What bothered me about that whole back and forth is he was treating inflation as if it was a sole entity.
Uh-huh.
That was odd to me.
I mean, if you want to talk about it, it's like we're gonna get to a long conversation about it. But real quick, what was the bother about you? What was the bother about that to you?
What, that he talked about it like it's a sole entity?
Sole entity of what?
It conflates the rationale of what inflation actually is.
Well, say the whole sentence.
What? That was the whole sentence.
It was the sole entity of what? Like the sole entity of the reason that.
No, he acted as if it was a fucking third party sole proprietorship, like it was a fucking company going under. He talked about it as if it was an entity.
Oh, I thought he talked about it as it was a concept. Or yeah, like a concept, inflation. I don't know. I wasn't dissatisfied with his inflation talk, other than the fact that he didn't come up with a plan to really solve it, other than gas is too high. But in the Q&A, he's going to give you an answer, and then he's just gonna go back to whatever talking point that he could hit, or whatever thing that he got some heat from the crowd with. So if he during this rambling stumbles upon saying something that the crowd resonates with, he just jumped back to that, and he's gonna zero in on that and just talk around that particular thing until you ask him something else or change the subject. And I get it as a tactic when you don't have shit to say about a thing. I understand it completely. It's a motherfucking masterful way to communicate to people when you not very intelligent, but when to assume to present to be very fucking intelligent. Now, this really kind of bothered me in the interview. They asked a very, very great question concerning his stance on police immunity, right? And especially in light of the whole Sonia Massey situation, right? It was a very, very poignant question. Then he begins to answer it, and what happens is they don't get the moment that they could have got. They don't do what journalists should do in the moment they're in. and I'll ask you if you recognize it as you watch it. But let me know if you pick up on it as you see it. And I'm gonna tell you what I thought. Go ahead and play it. Let them see it.
Minutes, just so you understand.
If we can move on now to the state of the race, sir, I want to get back to the campaign. Senator J.D. Vance is your running mate. He's had a lot of controversy lately, and I want to read you a few things that he has said.
The woman in the black suit was asking her that question. So if you just fast forward to where she's in the video, yeah, just keep hovering over. There you go.
Question in.
J.D. Vance?
I'm going to get my J.D. Vance question in. To your point and to Rachel's point, he, has a lot of opinions about childless women like myself or divorced people like yourself. Do you think, well, I mean, my point is here.
It was said in a friendly manner.
My point is, do you think the Republican Party is getting a little bit too judgy about people's lives when you think about abortion or when you think about what J.D. Vance is saying?
I don't think, look, I think that the Democrat Party is really the one that has the problem. I think they're radical on abortion because they're allowing abortion in the 9th month. They're allowing the death.
I think it's
they're
about
allowing
freedom,
the death of a baby after the baby is born, based on the governor of Virginia. Based on the governor of Virginia, they're allowing the death of the baby after it's born. They're allowing abortions in the 8th and 9th month.
Well, Democrats have denied.
I think they're right. And I think the Republican Party is actually much less. I think I've made them much less radical, perhaps. But the Republican Party, what we're doing is bringing it back to the states where everybody wanted it. Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservative, everybody wanted abortion brought back. They didn't want Roe v. Wade in the federal government. They wanted it, everybody.
But the majority of Americans oppose Roe v. Wade being overturned.
They don't know about this. Right now, they're voting. It brought it back to the states. Now, I happen to believe in the 3 exceptions. Ronald Reagan believed with rape, incest, life of the mother. I do. I think most people do. I think most Republicans do also. But if you take a look, right now they're doing, it's an amazing thing, out of the federal government, it's in states, and people are voting. And I will say, Ohio is, let's call it a more liberal version, has been approved. Kansas, the same thing, a little bit surprising to a lot of people. But the people are now voting. And it's taking this issue that's been going on for 52 years and has torn our country apart, and it's giving it to the people to vote on. And they're voting. And many states have already voted. Others are in the process of voting. And it's bringing it back to the people and a vote of the people. And it's not at all radical. And again, you have to follow your heart. I happen to believe in the 3 exceptions. Most people believe in the 3 exceptions. Most Republicans believe in the exceptions. But they don't want to see an abortion in the 9th month or the 8th month. Almost everybody agrees to that. And they certainly don't want to see, in the case of the governor of Virginia, the former governor, I might add, who said, we set the baby aside and then we decide what to do. Meaning, what do? We execute the baby. That's a radical, horrible position. And some people want that. I don't want it. Most people don't.
Thank you. Can I just pivot really quickly to another question?
That Sonia Massey thing was at about 13 minutes. Yep. Yeah. But to speak about on the abortion conversation that they were just having. How do you feel about his stance on abortion after listening to
him? It's not horrible, but it's also not true.
What do you mean?
Like all the shit that he's saying about these 8th and 9th month abortions, and the cases of you can abort a child after they were born. First of all, doesn't even make any fucking sense.
That's called murder. That shit sound crazy. That shit sound crazy to me. The post birth abortions, that's wild. It sounds crazy. I'll just make that distinct. That sounds crazy. 8th and 9th month abortions are wild, but they exist, fam. That's a thing that it's a thing. And what
In
and what
what
and what
situations? Again,
and look,
only
yeah,
extreme
yeah, but
cases of the mother's life being in danger.
right. Well, here's the thing though. The carve outs are there that say well in the terms of the mother's health and things of that nature, and everybody's agreeing on those. So when people say things like, "Well, let's put the ban in, and then let's have these particular carve outs," and other people are fighting back and saying, "No ban, no carve outs, period. No, let's just have carte blanche." Then that they're effectively fighting for those 8th and 9th month abortions. Now,
No, they're
if you
not, and it's a
well, what are they
stupid
doing then if you can't
comparison.
well, if not a comparison, I'm talking about an actual
Calculation.
I'm talking about an actual negotiation that could be put forth on at a federal level right now that says, "Hey, oh look, we okay with abortions in terms of the mother's life, incest, rape. Other than that, no abortions." So if we could get to those
Nah.
3 things. And then a motherfucker could come back with some shit they wanna carve out and say, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. How about we do abortions up until the 7th month, but after the 7th month, all the shit you said, no abortions for nobody after that." Then that's a thing, and then somebody else can come back and say, "Well, no, but how about this, that, and the third?" You have to figure out how comfortable you are with what stage of a fetus you're comfortable with terminating. And hey, look, we keep trying to make it an individual case by case, or individual, not case by case, but an um individual's decision. But that's not how we adjudicate most things in our country. You can't you can't drink on a case by case basis. You can't sit there and marry an individual or actually engage in sex with an individual on a case by case basis. No, we set an actual guideline in place for a lot of things that can be morally ambiguous and ambiguous in our society, just to say, well, this is how most people are generally going to be
All
uh
right,
accepting
all
this.
right, but there was, there are, there are limitations. Before it once with Roe v. Wade when it was active, motherfuckers wasn't just running around doing abortions at 7 months. For the most part, abortions went up to probably 12 weeks, which is roughly 3 months. And after that, it would be mainly life of the mother. So somewhere around 12, 13, 14 weeks. It wasn't just, yo, no matter how long you're pregnant, you can get rid of this shit. That has never been a case. And nobody's advocating for that. Nobody's calling for that. Like, and to let motherfuckers, you have this whole exact same damn discussion about DEI and how motherfuckers are describing it to make it to make it seem like it's bad.
Hey
The
yo,
exact same thing is that's the exact same shit that they're doing with abortion. First of all, let's get to all the bullshit. First, abortions aren't mandatory. So saying that this is just the extermination of a group of people, not fucking true because not nan motherfucker has had an. Well, I'm not gonna say not nan motherfuckers has had one, but for the most part, abortions are generally done by people who want to get abortions. People who don't want to get abortions, guess what? The motherfuckers don't get abortions. It's not like it's there's like if abortions are legal or legalized, there's not gonna be no law to saying, hey, every person has to have at least one abortion in their life. No, if you choose to get one, you choose to get one. It's not pro-life, anti-life. No, it's pro-life, pro-choice, and that choice is to have the abortion, to not have abortion. If you do want to have abortion, you got to do this shit real, real soon. Like, no, it's not. You can wait until you 7 months to decide. Yep, this is not gonna be a good look for me. Let me go and get rid of this. No, they have limitations, rules intact. So you can't argue that there needs to be rules. We could do it in this case, this case, this case. But besides that, no, no, there are rules in place for it.
what should those rules be?
Like no abortions after 14 weeks.
Okay. It sounds reasonable.
That's what the fucking law was.
That's what it was?
Yeah. It ain't you can just get an abortion whenever the fuck you feel like it. That's the decision that they overturned.
Hey, look. Make it a state by state thing. If you want it to be a federal thing, then maybe put some people in office that will codify the new Roe v. Wade. Because you gotta do something else. But vote some people in office that will codify that to make it an actual thing. And the best way you can go about doing that is probably getting the individuals who would, just like you stated here, reasonable limitations to what we deem acceptable abortions. Not all abortions anytime you want. There's some case scenarios in which you won't be able to receive one, as stated by you just now. And I'm
That's
okay
how
with
it's
that.
always been.
Hey, yo, look. Okay, cool. You say so. Some people said it wasn't. And then
Those
some
people are
people,
called fucking
hey, look,
liars.
hey, look. Call them whatever you want to call them, fam. Some people said it wasn't. Some people actually wanted to go further than what existed. Some people said, I don't want abortions, period. And then they voted for people who also said, you know what, I'm with you. Fuck it. You don't want abortions, I don't want abortions neither. And then they put a person in place that put people in place that voted against that shit when the time came. What has to happen is other individuals who claim to fight for a cause need to vote people into office that also believe and fight for that cause, and that will also put people into place that will will ensure that said thing happens as it should. But time and time again, people put Democrats in office to codify this Roe v. Wade thing to make sure it's no longer vulnerable and these rights are solidified. Time and time again, they kicked that can down the road until those chickens came home to fucking roost.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. I agree.
Hey, yo, look. Don't be mad at the motherfucker for doing the thing they told you they was gonna do. Also, what I am saying is, hey, yo, look, you seem to be on the side of reasonable abortion reform. And I can't argue against that. I'm with that too. We can sit here and go back and forth on when we consider a life of life. 14 weeks is what you seem to be on board with. I may be a little bit earlier than 14 weeks. I think we splitting. I think we are at a point now where we can negotiate it and get something down and actually have a baseline for our country to abide by. I think that's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while I have you in this moment of agreement, this is the part of the clip where she asked him about the Sonia Massey situation.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said before, I thought it was an excellent question. The way she phrased it, the way she set it up, the way she did all the initial legwork in the phraseology. Great. She fucked it up in the return serve. And you got to see that right now. But go ahead and play it.
Here now. Good.
I'm sorry?
It's very clear. I hear you.
Okay. So Sonia Massey, someone from Illinois, an unarmed Black woman, was shot the other day in her home by a deputy sheriff. The deputy has since been charged with murder. You've said police would get immunity from prosecution if you win. Why should someone like that officer have immunity, in your opinion?
Immunity?
Pause it.
Immunity.
I don't know the exact case, but I saw something.
Mr. Professional, what you think about that question?
That was a legitimate, great question.
Okay. Man with no name, man, you here with us still? Because I can't see you, so I'll never know what you doing, what you on.
Yeah.
What you think about that question?
What was the question?
She asked about the Sonia Massey situation, And she set up how he has just been on record saying that he's going to give officers immunity, and he wants to expand their immunity, basically blanket immunity. So she asked Trump, "Why does
I saw the whole thing earlier. I was just asking.
Oh, so she was asking why does Trump?
I mean, the nigga, he's evasive. He's evasive.
No, not nothing about him, G. What do you think about her question?
Oh, I mean, it was the type of question that he need to be asked, given his stance on the blacks and how this was a tentative situation of which he has currently promised to indemnify cops, all cops. So it was an apropos question to ask him.
All right, so let's see what the fuck he had to say.
Go ahead.
And it didn't look good to me. It didn't look good to me. Are you talking with the water, right?
Yeah, well, police unions are not backing this person either. Okay. But again,
they're going to be charging the officer? I guess they're charging the officer.
So why should he receive immunity?
Well, he might not. I mean, it depends. It depends on what happens. I'm talking about people that are much different cases than that. We need people to protect ourselves. And by the way, in Chicago, as an example, a few weeks ago, July 4th weekend, had 117 shootings. And
see, at that point, she needs to tell him, stay on task. Stay on task. But she let him go. And he went. Now, I don't want to know if she tells him that he did not answer the question.
Look, you want the spoilers, or you want to find out what happens to Iron Man at the end of the movie?
I don't know how long does he talk about.
It's not long.
All right, fuck it, let's see it. All right, I'm sorry.
17 deaths. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. We need to have our police officers have the respect and dignity back. In this particular case, I saw something that didn't look good to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
So can you get a little more specific back to the immunity question? Who would make those
well, right now, for the most part, people are protected by their unions, by their police unions, or by their police departments. But I'm saying if I felt, or if a group of people would feel that somebody was being unfairly prosecuted because the person did a good job maybe with crime, or made a mistake, an innocent mistake. There's a big difference between being a bad person and making an innocent mistake. But if somebody made an innocent mistake, I would want to help that person.
What would those exceptions be? What would determine
you
an innocent
go after
mistake?
Somebody and it's a very close call and it's very dangerous. And they have the policeman's life and woman is a very difficult thing, because sometimes you have less than a second to make a life and death decision, and sometimes very bad decisions are made. They're not made from an evil standpoint, but they're made from the standpoint of they made a mistake.
So I want to follow up really quickly. I find it interesting because you do talk about reining in prosecutors, especially when it comes to prosecutors that are prosecuting you. Why doesn't that skepticism apply to law enforcement?
Well, I've been prosecuted because I'm a political opponent of two people that have weaponized our justice system. I've been prosecuted. I just won the big case in Florida. Everyone said that was the biggest case. That was the most difficult case. And I just won it. Now, Biden has a similar case, except much worse. I was protected under the Presidential Records Act. Biden wasn't, because he wasn't president at the time. And he had 50 years worth of documents. And they ruled that he was incompetent, and therefore he shouldn't stand trial. And I said, isn't that something? He's incompetent and he can't stand trial, and yet he can be president. Isn't that nice?
Mr. President,
but they released him on the basis that he was incompetent. They said he had no memory, and he was a nice old guy, but he had no memory, and therefore we're not going to prosecute him. I won the case, and it got very little publicity. I didn't notice ABC doing any publicity on it, George.
We covered you extensively, sir. I'd love to move over on to different topics.
I didn't notice you do any publicity on it at all. I won the case, the biggest case. This is an attack on a political opponent. I have another one where I have a hostile judge.
We have you for a limited time, sir. I'd love to move on to different topics.
Excuse you. You're the one that held me up for 35 minutes, just so you understand.
If we can move on now to the state of the race, sir, I want to get back to the campaign. Senator J.D. Vance is your running mate.
No.
He's had a lot of controversy.
Hey, I just want to let that play for that last little barb to get out there. I don't know why they keep fucking. I'm telling y'all, don't fuck with Trump. Decent people won't say that back to you in real life when you say we'll have limited time. Can we just move on? Decent people are gonna just let you just get that off. He's not decent people. And remember when I pointed to it in the beginning where he said I said he's gonna use that time and time again throughout the event to garner favor with the audience. Crazy. Now, onto this police immunity thing that I think that all three of these journalists, but that one who asked the question in particular, dropped the ball on. You had the opportunity right here to make a statement, make an actual situation. And he gave you the opportunity to do so. At 14:26, and I think at another point in the video, I was in that section as well, he said he saw some stuff in that video that he didn't like. The natural curious person in me.
What is it that you saw?
Man, Joe, what didn't you like? What was it that stood out to you? Now, you have two things that can happen here. He can either say that he didn't like the actions of Sonia Massey, in which you are the journalist now, which asked this man that question that will inevitably tank his campaign in that very moment. If he sits there and tries to blame her for anything that happens in that video, his campaign is over with. It's effectively done. We finished. I mean, I don't give a fuck. You getting shot didn't affect the voter swing like we thought it would. I believe this would. I believe this would be over with for him if you can get him on the record of saying that. Equally as damaging to him, but in the direction of damage from his base aspect, if he goes and he eviscerates the cop, he says what the cop did was horrible or wrong or improper and things like that. Now you have him on record. Now you have him on record talking about a cop. Now you have him on record saying that there are actually instances in which immunity should not be applied for an officer.
Mm-hmm.
You got all this opportunity here. And if I know I'm asking this man, you knew you was asking him this question coming in. You got to
be ready for that.
You have to be in the moment, flexible enough to be intellectually curious enough to why. I didn't even ask you, but you immediately said you would ask why. What? You're gonna inquire about it. I asked our producer. First thing she said, why? I mean, what? What did you see? That's the question that's gonna be on any curious person's mind. But a person who's not curious, that's just asking questions to get to an end, you're using the questions as a means to an end, you're gonna miss your opportunities for the greatness of the moment because you're not in the moment. And I would have loved to have had him on record in either of those directions.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, it was right there for her. But also, it's not her job.
What was her job?
Her job is to, well, no, I'm not gonna say that's not her job, but like, yeah, she fucked that up. Let's just call it what it is. She fucked that up. But again, this is a situation where he's not being called to task for the bullshit that he's getting off, and motherfuckers is just letting that shit rock. And that's what this was going in.
Huh? He's not even getting a bunch of bullshit off in the moment. It's some bullshit, but not even no real bullshit.
No, he literally just talked around all that shit.
Yeah, that's what politicians do. But he gave you enough meat that if you were inquisitive enough, you would have got the real out of it. It would have been inevitable that he had to give you some real shit. But he's gonna yeah, I saw some bad stuff. I'm not gonna tell you what the bad stuff was because I want to be able to, spin it either way after the fact. I want to be as vague as possible. I want to be as non-specific as I possibly can in every single moment. That way you can't nail me down to shit. Politics. Politics. That's what they do. They all do it. I'm not gonna get mad at him for doing it. I'm getting mad. I get mad at him for the things that he actually does. I get mad at him because he absolutely doesn't think there was anything wrong with what the cops are doing, and he absolutely feels that they should be indemnified in their actions, whatever their actions are. Want to harass some motherfucking kids? Go right ahead. They need to respect you anyway. The fuck you mean? They need to respect the communities so they can do their job. That's how that works.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, look, the more we talk about him, the more you could probably see I don't like him either. It's just we've been on the other guys a lot, and I haven't had to say anything about him, but now that we talking about this dipshit, this is his moment. I'm just disappointed in motherfuckers not actually getting them in the moment.
Yeah.
Like it was, it's all, it's such. He lobs this shit up so easily for you to crush. You're not crushing it because you're just so focused on you want your pitch. He's not gonna give you your pitch.
You looking for the slider? He throwing change-ups over the plate all day.
Change-ups over the plate. Just smack the change-up. It got no movement. It's right there. You trying to wait on that motherfucking slider. I think I can kill his curveball too. I'm waiting on that. Striking out.
That I definitely agree with.
This shit crazy. That was about all I had from this video. If you had anything else you wanted to point out to it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't get a chance to see the actual quote unquote interview, but I did hear about that shit earlier today, and like I'm not mad at them for having him there because you got an opportunity, go ahead and take it, but you have to play that shit and do what you're supposed to with that chance, and I knew that wasn't gonna happen. Especially if you have someone from Fox News leading the interview just because they're quote unquote black.
Bam. It was two other women up there that couldn't stand his guts. Couldn't stand his guts.
But they didn't call him out on his shit.
He's supposed to be dinged for their incompetence.
Nah.
That's their fault.
Oh yeah, it's definitely their fault. They definitely dropped the ball there.
Yeah, you can't saddle him with their incompetence, fam. You can't. You gotta let them stand on their own two misdirected feet.
Yeah, but I can't give him credit for their confidence either.
Oh, at no point, do I have an overall favorable view of what he did in that particular Q&A session. There's a lot of bullshit. While I do also hold open the points in which he spoke that I do agree with. I'm a 3 exceptions abortion person myself. I didn't even know that about me until fairly recently. That's the labeling. There's actual a labeling that exists for me in his abortion conversation. That's it. His economic policies outside of the proliferation of oil drilling, I don't really give a fuck about. I'm with the oil drilling, but in a responsible and an equitable way. You can't just take the oil from up under people that are indigenous to a place and the ecosystem in the area be damned. You have to take consideration for all of those things. Got to compensate those people for those things. But there's always a way to do a thing. They typically do the thing in the most fucked up, barbaric way possible.
Got to play the hits.
You got to play the hits. Also, nobody's making me not take y'all land, so I'm gonna take y'all fucking land. Even the people you put in front of me to be your champion are not stopping me from doing the damn thing. Which begs the question: why are they your champion? As my particular skew on it. That's why I keep telling motherfuckers vote for the couch. Yeah, it's just it's a function of we got horrible candidates. We got two parties that have policy that is not indicative of what the populace wants. The American people want something very, very different from what Republicans and Democrats are selling. I'm still not with Kamala. She came out today talking about she's gonna fight for in her campaign speech, the one after the Meg Thee Stallion one. Talking about how she's gonna fight for affordable health care. I don't want a motherfucker fighting for affordable health care. It's not a fucking fight. What is even affordable health care even look like? What the fuck you mean affordable? This shit is astronomically high, so you say, well, knock 10% off. No,
something for your troubles.
We are not very far removed from Barack Obama's first campaign cycle running, 2008. Talking about universal health care. That's what we were. That was the fight we were engaging in. To be now at the point where we're no longer even mentioning it, we're saying we're going to fight for affordable health is wild. Like the ground we've given up in just the argument, just the rhetoric of the arguments that we're having is it's selling out the movement. It's selling out the people that are sitting here saying we want a thing. You're not giving it. You're not giving us anything. You're telling you what we want.
Definitely agree with that. The idea of universal health care is not it's not what we signed up for. It's not, especially once Bernie started throwing that yeah, hey, let's go ahead and get everybody in. We can do it. Once Bernie said it was possible, like, yeah, this is what we want. This is what it should be.
Yeah. But motherfuckers be on all their own type of time. We vote against our own interests all the time. Yeah, this is her press conference, campaign rally, whatever. I think this is one where she said affordable. Go ahead and play it. I think this is what you're talking about. The affordable health care comment. I think.
A future with affordable health care, affordable child care, and paid leave. And we fight for a future with equal pay for women, because we know when we lift up the economic status of women, we lift up the economic status of children, of families, and all of society benefits. We here work for a future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead, to build a business, to own a home, and to build intergenerational wealth. We here see a future where we bring down the cost of living for hardworking Americans, which is why we are fighting to ban more of those hidden fees and surprise late charges that banks and other companies use to pad their profits. To take on corporate landlords and cap rent increases, and take on big pharma and cap the cost of prescription drugs for all Americans. All of this to say, we are working to build up, not tear down. and to build up America's families and America's middle class. Because
How
we
long is
know
this? I
when
mean,
our
we gotta
middle
keep
class
watching the whole
is
thing.
strong,
All
America is
right,
strong.
I'm with the shit she's campaigning for.
Yeah. Again, she's campaigning for affordable health care, affordable child care. Yeah, I don't like the way that shit. I don't like the way that shit sounded. Um, she just ain't gonna be about shit. She gonna be about the same shit that they've been about, which ain't been shit.
Mm,
She's not gonna do nothing that need to get done. She's gonna be a mouthpiece for these motherfuckers to keep the status quo going exactly how it's going.
mm.
That's what it looks like she's shaping up to be.
All right, and so again, last week I asked you what would it take for her to get your vote, and you said free healthcare, which she's definitely not on board for. And what were your other things?
Fighting against the monopolies, the oligarchies that are setting up in this country, fighting against the corporate landlords that she just mentioned, but not with a rent increase cap, but by having a forcible dissolution of these individuals from being able to hold on to the properties that they currently possess and prohibit them from purchasing more in the name of in the name of a corporation. If you really want to affect change in that realm, you can't just sit here and say, "Well, we only gonna let y'all uh, raise the rent up, but so much." Like, what metric are you going to be using to decide how far they can raise the rent? How much motherfuckers can afford before they die? Like, so I think that's what you're going to be using to qualify that particular number. You're going to say, well, we can't squeeze them any more than 11.5% per year. 12% per year. I know they put out that number that said, I think 5% or something like that. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. Um, they're gonna negotiate a number. If they do even agree to it, it's gonna be something that they agree to, and it's not gonna solve the problem that they're creating, which is they're circumventing individuals' ability to access the American dream. I can't buy a house because houses are too expensive because all these people own the houses. They're the ones that are selling them. They're also colluding with the individuals that are setting the market for the rates that I get a loan. So if they can keep the rates that I can get a loan with high, they keep the prices of the properties high. What can I do other than say, hey, you know what? I'll rent it. And because it's valued at such a high number, the rent is justified. So yeah, 4 grand for rent. It's okay. 6 grand for rent some places, it's okay. They're colluding to do it in front of us with the help of our government, and nobody standing up in front of them and saying no more. She's also one of those people that could say no more. Will she? She's not yet. You got you can't buy cereal but from 3 motherfuckers. That should be a problem.
All right. Now, she does acknowledge that there is a problem with the with just the pretty much the housing system as a whole. Now, the other side does not mention this at all. Does not speak upon this at all, and actually is against the caps, against um restructuring the way that housing is being charged for. How is it that not stopping that is more important? Well, isn't the number one objective?
Um, because it can be the number one objective, but it can't be the objective in the face of overall success of your goal. If my goal is one thing, I can't say I'm going to vote for the other person just because they're not you. Looking at what they want to do, just because it's not what you want to, just because you not trying to take all the skin off my arm, don't mean that you also not trying to torture me as well. You just trying to torture me in a less overtly painful way. Like you also gonna do something that's fucked up equally, or maybe 5% less. But am I really? You really want me to be sitting here choosing which punishment be in with one just being 5% less harmful than the other? Like, no, that's not do what the fuck you gonna do. I don't care what you do at this point. It's the couch, fam. I'm not making this decision. They're giving us these impossible choices.
They're
And
not
they setting
impossible.
it up.
They're
And they
fucking
setting it up.
horrible, but they're not impossible.
And they setting it up that it's going to be perpetually the same choice every fucking year. Every year they're gonna give us a boogeyman, and every year they're gonna be able to provide a bigger, badder boogeyman. So every year we're gonna be forced to vote with the motherfuckers who increasingly give us less and less and less of the shit we actually want. We actually gonna end up with the motherfucker that's the equivalent of the boogeyman that we were avoiding because this other motherfucker is just marching us to them, but slower. You get to the same spot just at a slower pace. That's not progress.
It's not progress. It's not. But no matter what, that boogeyman is gonna get worse and worse. So would you rather it get worse incrementally or exponentially?
Here's the thing about the worse and worse. You're telling me that what it's doing is the end of the world. So there is no worse it can do. There's no gradation of levels of bad it can be. And the problem they're going to run into, and that they've been running into, we've already experienced the boogeyman. We've already had him for 4 years and survived that in a pandemic. What the fuck else could happen? What confluence of circumstance could happen where the situation will be worse for him to be in charge of us and we wouldn't make it?
Nigga, when has that ever worked? When has saying I don't see how this could get any worse has ever been a good idea? What movie have you ever watched where it turned out well? They said that shit in Avengers and Thor came and fucking Ultron came out with 100,000 more robots.
Hey, yo, look. The
Saying
whole
I don't
movie
see
is
how it
built on that.
getting worse.
The whole movie's solution is built on that principle, fam. The fact that Vision even exists is a testament to that mind state from the Mind Stone. That's why he exists. Am I wrong?
What, because of the villain?
He exists because they said how much worse could it possibly? We already have Ultron. What could
No,
we
no,
do
no,
worse?
no.
He
In a fight in a fight on Slovenia. I'm sorry, but when they were fighting, they had just beat the first wave of robots, and Thor was sitting there like, "Hey, is that all you got?" And Ultron was like, "No, this is all I got," and came out with 10,000 more fucking robots. Don't say how much worse can it get, or is that all you got? Because that is definitely not all they got, and it can get worse.
Oh, I'm just saying I gave you a scenario which that it was just different. I'll give you another one if you don't want that. If you don't like that one. There's a movie called The Poseidon Adventure where a boat capsizes. This whole thing turns. It's a ship turns upside down. Right? They got to escape. You know, some things they had to do to escape. It got worse before it got better. Them motherfuckers had to go down deeper in the water to go around so they can get up so they can get safe. So it had to get worse for them before it got better.
But they didn't sit there and say, "Hey, I wonder how much worse it can get," because
No,
then it would have been octopuses.
they
I'm
said
telling you,
they
every
said
time a
that we
motherfucker say, I don't know how this can get much worse," or it can't get much worse than this, it always gets fucking way worse.
that was the reason they moved from where they were to other places because they said it cannot be worse than this. We're already here. It can't get no worse. We got to go forward. That
And
was
it
the
got
mind
worse.
state. It didn't get worse. It got better. They survived. Well, the ones that survived.
Exactly.
But they would have all been dead had they just waited there.
And so pretty soon their situation would have gotten worse.
If they'd have waited. Sometimes it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Sometimes it don't get no worse. Sometimes you didn't endure the worst of it, and it's absolutely nothing that motherfucker can do to fuck with you no more.
Just telling you, whenever you say it can't get no worse than this, it always gets way worse.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. Uh, what else happened this week? I don't know.
Shit.
Oh shit, the motherfucker. Can we talk about the game real quick?
Okay.
There's this thing going around on the YouTube, right? I don't know the guy's name, so I ain't gonna say it or try to even guess it. But he goes around on the YouTube taking up the mantle of the great Chris Hansen. Catching child predators on YouTube, and I don't know. Sometimes he smacks the shit out of them, sometimes he don't. And apparently at times he has celebrities that comes in and helps him out with the show and do shit, right? Recently he had a celebrity by the name of The Game. I don't know if you know The Game, but I know The Game a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with a little bit of the happenings. On this particular episode, they met a child predator, the dude that liked 15-year-old boys or something like that, and apparently, I believe, Game this guy because he likes 15-year-old high school boys.
Good on him.
Hey, look, not gonna be mad about nobody slapping a pedophile ever. I just have to be the person to ask the question: are we that far removed from that instance with Game in the park?
We're not.
Finger popping a high school student? Because I believe she was in high
Never.
school at the time, right?
Yeah, she was.
Okay, all right, cool. Hey, look, I'm the only one that finds that a little weird.
Oh yeah,
That
it's definitely a pot calling a kettle black. But
okay, cool.
sometimes, but I'm all right with a pot call. I'm all right with a pot slapping that particular pot.
Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and get in the way of predator on predator violence. I'm gonna let that shit play out. Have it fucking play out. I got no problems. But at the end of the day, fam, wait a minute. Weren't you over there with a high school girl also too, though?
Yeah.
Now go ahead and get in the I get slapped line too.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for lending your services in the slap a motherfucker line, but now go ahead and stand in the slap line. Like I don't what the fuck? Does the internet not exist forever anymore?
Yeah, it definitely does.
I thought it did, but apparently it don't. Because you could just do whatever the fuck you want to do, and whatever your history was, it don't matter. You could be the opposite of that now. It's crazy. If you want to, if you say, "Oh, well, you got it up, go ahead and play it."
Yeah. Because I did not see the video.
What's going on here? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
Hey, yo, did he smack that motherfucker to the soap dispenser?
It appeared he did.
First of all, I mean, again, salute to the slap. But secondly, fam, if we ever in a slapping, pressing situation, don't smack a motherfucker to the soap dispenser for fucking up my clothes. Like, don't fuck up my shit in the act of fucking them up.
Yeah.
I need you to be a professional fucker upper.
You act like you've done this before.
Like you done this shit, but don't break none of my shit. Don't hit me while we hitting them. Like it's just certain things as a professional, like goon, that you got to be able to abide by, motherfucker. Like we've been doing this shit since the Penguin era, and you ain't got henchmen down pat yet, fam. What the fuck?
Yeah. This is definitely beginner. This is Foot Soldier 101.
You could, man, look, you are definitely not in the upstairs part of the clan. Foot soldiers, you are not one of those. You were one of the foot soldiers for real. They didn't get your ass shoes.
you gotta, you gotta, you gotta learn how to slap people around before you even make it into the lair. Like you still out on the street stealing TVs and shit.
Yeah. But hey, look, something else just popped into my head, right? So you know that instance in the movie where a motherfucker is guilty of a thing, but they with the police. You know, and all those like it's a cop, but he was at the crime scene earlier, and now he coming in to the crime scene and he's just fucking up shit.
Yeah.
So because he's trying to like cover his track and under the guise of I'm just overzealous and oh my gosh, I didn't mean to contaminate those samples or I didn't mean to violate that individual's rights and now we'll never know what they saw as far as a witness is concerned. Shit like that. Is that not what the game just went in and did?
Pretty much got that nigga out of jail.
No, not even just that. Either got the motherfucker out of jail or had that motherfucker stop talking before he was gonna talk. Like he was
Before
gonna
he was
mention
gonna
that nigga's name
confess.
and he smacked the shit out of him. Like, before you say me, motherfucker, wait a minute. What are you doing here? Well, you told me to come in. What are you doing here?
Oh, you said that nigga is Dave Chappelle in Blue Street.
Like, right. Right, exactly.
Oh shit.
Oh, you can't give it to me. I got to take it from you, man. Yeah, I don't know. I just given his pass, given how he just walked in the motherfucking room and just smacked the shit out of the dude. Like, you don't even know if that was the right guy. Like,
right. He might have
he
been
wasn't there
actually
for
in the
the boy.
bathroom.
He was just washing his hands. The motherfucking pervert was in the stall, G.
Right.
The fuck? I got all this damn soap all over me and shit. Gotta explain this to my damn wife outside. The fuck? Like, you might have caught the wrong one. They might be upset. I can see that happening possibly.
Yeah, it's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, it's fucked. Oh, I wish I asked that philosophical one beforehand. I didn't even look at all these shits that we had to talk about that I kind of want to see what we're gonna get into. Man with no name, you still here?
Yep.
Okay. Because you had this well, we do mine first, because mine's just a yes or no. It'd be real quick. Then we're gonna go into your Coming to America, Where's the Spoon deep dive thing that you wanted to get into, because I was curious about that. My philosophical, my because you asked me last week what could Kamala do to earn my vote, and I told you and all that shit. And then this week I was, sitting here thinking like I always do on the toilet. Anyway, I said to myself,
Is this on?
is this on? Yep. If Trump flipped 3 of the Central Park 5, could he get your vote?
Nah.
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 Is there a number of the Central Park 5 that he could flip and get your vote?
You need to bring them all together, like
Infinity Stones.
like the niggas in the bathroom from Lean on Me. And he needs to rewrite the school's alma mater.
Hey, yo, look, if you get them out there talking about MAGA, right? Hey, look. All right, so we gotta get all 5 for you. Man with no name. If you flip 3 of them, could he get your vote? I thought he was here.
Yeah. He definitely was just here 2 seconds ago.
He was. I think I might have to give him consideration if he was to flip 3 of the 5 though. I'm gonna just keep it a bean with you, fam. One of the motherfuckers already is on my not so favorable list. Just because we was rooting for you, fam, and you came out and you got with Delicious, and we all told you, hey, look, you bite the apple, you don't marry the apple, my nigga. What the fuck?
I see. I don't like your. I don't like your proportion because you are at 3/5.
Hey, yo, look, inconveniently, it worked out that way. I wasn't trying to.
We're supposed to get. We supposed to be past that. They use. They can't. They always considered us 3/5 of a man. Now they only need 3/5 of an overturn to get your vote.
Hey, yo, look, fam. I'm just saying when you got something that's in 5 parts, it's just 3 is just the optimal number. It seems like the most balanced number to put because it's not in the middle, but it feels like the middle. Because you ain't finna say 2, and you definitely can't say 4. That's way too many.
I don't think 4 is too many.
4 is too many, fam.
I don't think in this situation 4 is too much to ask for.
Oh, I'm not talking about in this situation. I'm talking about in general. 3 out of 5 is what you just go with because
Yeah.
it's 5. This was just a coincidence that it worked out. I wasn't making no commentary on 3/5 of nothing, equaling nothing.
In general, yeah, 3/5 usually is the go-to, but in this situation, he got to get them all.
Hey, look, Pokemon, the motherfuckers, I guess, for him. That's what's up. Hey, look, I ain't mad at it. It wasn't supposed to be a long thing, but it was just a curious question that I had.
Yeah.
So, man with no name, if you will, enlighten us as to what the fuck you was talking about with this where's the spoon from Coming to America situation.
Or not.
Or not. Hello, is this thing on? McFly. McFly.
Yeah.
I mean, literally just right here.
Oh shit. Well, that's what happens with live TV, folks.
Man. Well, while he's working on coming back. There was a movie with Anthony Mackie that came out.
Yeah. The banker movie.
The banker movie. I don't know the name of that motherfucker. But I was watching the short, and shorts is dangerous for me because they make me think and then they move on. So all of the ADHD benefits of this brain go into overdrive real fucking quick.
So they move on with their life, but you are still there.
Man, I'd be deep in thought. That reel is just repeating. So I'm catching all of it. I'm not gonna move on. I'm there still. I'm not watching it no more, but hey, look, you getting 15 views from me. Anyway,
You
the
invested.
you say what?
You invested.
I'm invested. Just I'm not watching no more. Anyway, so the particular scene that caught my attention was the one where Anthony Mackie was trying to buy a particular piece of property from a gentleman, and he was saying that he wanted to get this property, he wanted to buy it and rent it at a particular price point. The guy said, "Ain't nobody finna rent that piece of crap for that money." And that guy said, "No, I'm gonna change the floors in the kitchen and all the other shit, and I'm gonna get it off." And he was like, "Even if you shine all that shit up with all that what you said, it ain't worth that at all. Ain't no self-respecting motherfucker finna pay that for that." This man's argument, his counter to that was, "Sir, I think there's an untapped market of Negroes that you are not taking advantage of. They are doctors, they are lawyers, they are school teachers, and they have income, and they will be able to pay these prices for the shit that you are thinking is trash. That is in fact trash, with some lip gloss on it." That was his big bright idea, and we deem him as a hero to his people. Like we held him out in the movie and was like, "Yeah."
Because he was like, yeah, hey, these niggas picked the trash.
Hey, yo, look, I think when the movie came out, this was also said about them. But hey, yo, look, every time I see it, I'm going to have this same thought process, and I am going to say, "Hey, yo, look, we keep holding up motherfucking people as heroes that ain't doing shit, but taking advantage of us. They are pilfering us." Said it best I could at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. They are pilfering us, and we are acting like they are the best thing since sliced bread. They are the cat's meow. I don't know why my references is all in the 20s, but hey, fuck it.
Yeah. Tell them about this poppycock.
We do it though. I mean, it's hogwash. Hey.
Yeah, I was always disturbed by that. Like, yeah, his counter to redlining was taxing.
Oh, you don't want to live in the ghetto. Well, I'm sure you're willing to pay through the nose to not be there.
Yeah, as long as we don't tell these crackers that these white people that you're there, yeah, it's all right.
No, we'll tell them you're there. They're gonna look down on you. They're gonna smile and laugh and giggle and say, "Oh, well, oh, you think you live like? No, you don't live like us, fam. That's a piece of shit. And you're paying 3 times what we would have got paid for it. Bless your heart."
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's low level superhero.
That part. Guy with no name came back yet? No.
Doesn't seem like it.
Some of.
Oh shit.
Because I was definitely interested. I didn't know what the fuck where we was gonna go with this. Where is the spoon
Yeah, what we was gonna tap into with this
situation?
Yeah,
I
I'm
wasn't
curious
aware.
myself.
But
The world
yeah,
will never know.
the world may never know. That was about it though, as far
Yeah,
as topic shit I had to talk about from this past week. Anything else stuck out in your mind that you wanted to
nah,
get into? I
not really.
ain't see no Colts news. I ain't see no Mavs news in the world. With no real Niners news. We got a wide receiver that we ain't signed to an extension yet.
But football does officially start this week.
Yep. Bears quarterback still paint his nails. I mean,
Yeah.
slow sports cycle. I mean, Olympics is happening, so we'll be back to the regularly scheduled bullshit. I guess shortly. I don't know. Baseball still baseball. Sox up, Cubs up.
Ooh, Sox are still on pace for one of the worst teams of all time. Salute to them.
Yep.
Hey, greatness and mediocrity.
Be number one if you you number 100. Hey,
Yeah.
whatever. Fuck it up.
If you're gonna be the worst, be the best at being the worst.
Being the best at being the worst. Shit. What we almost talked about this week, man. Since anybody else here, but I think we actually talked about everything except for coming to America.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Hold up. I just had it up and then I can't shit. Could it get your vote? Oh, Gerald Ford on how the U.S. would get the first woman president. I think it was
Hey,
damn near pretty spot on.
yeah, who knew that motherfucker was clairvoyant?
Yeah. And
I step down.
oh, here this nigga go.
This motherfucker.
Oh no, I'm in and out of sleep, man. I'm done. Yeah, motherfucker, you see that nigga Biden step down, goddammit. They didn't say he was gonna die of natural causes.
Yeah.
He stepped down from being the president or out the race because we've been knew that.
Out the race. It don't matter where he stepped down from. He saw that Ford video. Donald Trump, they missed. The cabal said, hey, if they miss this nigga, you gotta drop out that race, baby. They missed. You had to drop out the race.
You gotta go.
All right, so now that you're officially back, all right, what is it that you want to talk about with this coming to America?
Oh, basically that's an old standard, but we don't give Eddie Murphy enough credit for embodying that Yiddish man at 23 to 28 years old, however old he was when he made Coming to America. Like that type of character work, the depth of it, like I understand the joke was like an old standard, but the depth of him embodying an old Yiddish motherfucker, making him almost unidentifiable as Eddie Murphy at the age of 23 or 28, however old he was, it speaks to something to me. Like, I don't think at 23 to 28, I grasped an old Yiddish motherfucker. Like, I did because of the relation I made to movies and that performance that Eddie Murphy laid right there. But when you step back without his guidance, I don't think at 23 I would have had the wherewithal to understand the corniness, the dad joke of that takes the suit. That's all I'm saying.
I get it. The performance was commendable. I'm with you. I ain't mad at it.
Strictly because of his age, though.
Yeah. I ain't knocking no points off.
That was it. That was my only analysis.
Yeah, that's an interesting angle that I hadn't seen, that I ain't thought about.
Yeah.
Kudos for that shit.
Kudos, Eddie Murphy. Shout out to you being you.
But yeah, that is what we almost talked about this week.
Yep.
All right, so it is 2:07. We finna get the fuck up out of here. You know, we do this shit every goddamn week. Hey, nigga that just popped back in that you cannot see. That nigga got herbal containment units, personal protection gear, ashtrays, house moons, all that shit for the Lolo. You don't even know though. 29 motherfucking 99. House moons are extra because of course niggas putting a fucking moon in your house. And Cam's EP, Seventh Son. Available streaming on all major platforms. Apple Music, Spotify. Let's see. This fam got something coming up. I think he just had a show last week, right?
I can't keep up, man. I think it might be something else again this week. I think I saw something. I don't know. I'm bad at it.
All right, yeah. Last week he did Clash on Clark. I don't see nothing. No upcoming performances, but the video Plain View is available and is out now.
Mhm.
So go ahead and make sure to check that shit out. And again, Seventh Son, make sure
Right,
to
right.
listen. And this nigga right here. No. Oh, right. No. Right there. That nigga right there. Hey, season coming up. Play season coming up.
It is. It is. I got one out. I got another one. We starting rehearsals for Saturday. Yay. Gearing back up. Frankie and Johnny and suits and stilettos, or stilettos and suits. I don't know. I'll have it down pat. I guarantee you by a week.
Yeah.
Don't give me the line. Yep. But those two is there. There's a film coming out at some point. I don't know. They'll tell me when they put this motherfucker out. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, ain't shit going on. Table's coming soon. You know the deal.
Yeah, you already know. You can go on Facebook, M8180. Find you a nice hand carved, created wooden table. Like we say, nigga better carpenter than Jesus.
Ain't no wood in the
Far,
desert.
way. Well, he's a far worse Messiah and prophet and savior. But as far as carpentry work go on with my guy right there. Go on with my guy.
Yes, sir.
Anything else? My soul is not in your hands at all. My soul is in Jesus' hands. But
Just hey, look. I ain't even gonna make no jokes about current ability to hold hammers.
mm,
Impossible, possible fear of nails.
ooh,
Hey, look, I don't know. I had to hit him with something
ooh,
blasphemous before we got up out of here. I ain't did nothing like that in a while. My Jesus got a sense of humor.
yeah.
I don't know about y'all's, but mine will chuckle it up every now and again. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jesus with the shits.
My Jesus is with the shits. We gonna get them shirts one day.
I do have my Jesus is with the shit shirt. I need my Jesus. And shout out to my Jesus. God damn it. Ooh. Might have been slightly blasphemous at that point. But no, I
Ooh,
said cats. But still, yeah. Shout out to my Jesus. My Jesus is always with the shits.
that's what's up. Hey, 3 hours and 33 minutes into this motherfucker. You go ahead and run that pun, G.
Yeah, I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. I am finna go upstairs and finish Googling. I'm trying to find somewhere that sells like used pirate hooks. Just keep looking for a secondhand store.
Wow. Well, at least it wasn't some derivative of R.
The
At
secondhand
least it
store.
wasn't some derivative of R, because The Simpsons did it this afternoon. I was watching it and that was horrible.
Secondhand store because piracy secondhand usually is a hook, and also if you buy secondhand because it was used already.
Hey,
R.
hey, my buddy. I don't know, man. The puns is just look. Sometimes they be, and then sometimes they don't be. But hey, look, y'all been here for 3 hours, 34 minutes, 54 seconds. If you've been here this long and you must have liked it, so go ahead and hit that like, that thumbs up, subscribe, share this motherfucker. Don't forget to let everybody know, tell a friend to tell a friend that we the SOS podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. And hey yo, we out.